Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Lingle Fort Laramie High School, the site of this week's first half of our CWAC Game of the Week doubleheader. Mike McNamee, Shad Bates, Ryan Caith, glad to have you with us tonight as we will be glad to bring your way the play-by-play call on Lingle Fort Laramie hosting Lusk, and glad to have Shad with me here tonight. Shad, you're going to shift gears here and go from volleyball to football, all in 24 hours almost.
Almost, yeah, just over 24 hours. But yeah, same.
Should be fun.
Few more players.
Couple of teams here that come in early conference game, and some of these teams have an opportunity to play some non-conference stuff, but Lingle and Lusk going to jump right into the conference fray here. So let's bail right into our starting lineups, which are brought to you by Simply Real Estate. Whether you're buying or selling real estate, Simply Real Estate has a team of realtors that will make sure that the process is as simple and stress-free as possible. You can give them a call at 307-338-3069 or stop by their office. Simply Real Estate, where they make real estate simple for you. Looks like Lingle will go on offense first here, so I will turn this over to Shad for the introduction of the Lingle starters on offense.
All right. Coming out this way, we're going to start with number 2, Colt Brown, number 7, Anthony Arnish, number 11, Trevor Sandlin, number 14, Loudon Bremer, number 22, Nolan Spears, number 24, Ned Nelson, number 52, Jaden Van Gundy, number 55, Colton McFarland, and number 77, Cooper Smith.
Okay, let's meet that Lusk defense. It looks like Lingle will receive the football first, so Lusk defense will start this way. Ridge Kupke, Jackson Smith, and David West, if I remember right. Those will be defensive secondary players, along with Brady Swisher. Nathan Miller, Gabe Federer, and Cody Himes make up the linebacking core, and they will go with either a 3 or a 4-man front. Aiden Matthews and Rance Brott will also join them on the that starting defense for the Lusk Tigers. Lusk coached by, I don't think that I have that information. Coach Gifford still on the sideline for Lingle Fort Laramie. Lingle, I believe, receiving votes in the wildpreps.com coaches and media poll this week, come in at number 4 or number 5, if memory serves. So,
yeah. Chris Skeen,
the head coach up there. Okay, thank you very much. Good work. Shad a lot better with technology than I am. I remembered my cell phone, but I could have never pulled up that information that quickly.
Ryan texted it to me.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Ryan brought a pair of binoculars, and either one of us probably can see him with our glasses on. Teeing it up for the Tigers. Different look for the unis here for Lusk. I've never seen this look. Black pants, white shirts with the red numerals trimmed in black, white helmets, and Lingle in their home blue jerseys, white numerals trimmed in red, white pants, and the blue helmets. Did you get a number on the kicker?
32.
32. That would be Aiden Matthews. He's got it teed up, and we are just about set to go. Thanks for being with us. You get a double dose of CWAC football this week. Back deep to receive, Bremer and not sure the other. That will be Bremer fielding at the 10. Works straight up the middle across the 20 to the 25. Now breaks outside. Trying to get to the edge and does. Going to be pushed to the sideline, but he's still on his feet. Now they'll say he stepped out. The official caught him right at midfield.
Yeah, heck of a run back.
Yeah, it was. Bremer's a handful. Had the pleasure of watching him last year. Does a great job. Just an all-around athlete. State champion wrestler, handy on the track, and you see his speed right there on the football field.
Absolutely. I remember calling state wrestling.
Yeah.
His finals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So they will put two backs in the backfield, single receiver set to either side, direct snap, and the ball is loose. Bremer will have to cover it. They'll lose a couple, so the high snap messed that one up from the beginning.
Yeah, Spears just couldn't handle it. Hit him right in the face mask almost.
Spears at quarterback will come to the sideline and will get the play. I think Coach Gifford's still calling all the offensive plays here for the Doggers. Ball right at midfield, second and call it 12. Direct snap to Bremer this time, and he's got room over the left side. Crosses the 50 down inside the 45 before he's tripped up. Gain there for Bremer of about, we'll call it 8 or 9. It'll bring up 3rd and manageable here at 3rd and 3. They'll call it 3rd and 4. One back in the backfield. Double tight end set here. Snap to Spears, who wants to throw and does. Has Brimmer. Brimmer hauls it in. Cuts inside. Will be chopped down by Brady Swisher, but not before a Lingle Fort Laramie first down. Ball down to the 31, so a gain there of about 7 on the pitch and catch to Brimmer. It's all going through Brimmer right now, isn't it?
Yeah. Probably could be like that most of the game unless Lusk can find some way to stop him.
Mm-hmm. Colt Brown, the only back beside Spear this time. They'll fake the handoff. Spear going to keep it himself. Around left in. Going to be hit and dropped. Falls forward for an additional 2. They say the ball came loose, and the officials agree. Turnover on the play, and Lusk picks it up. Spear a little loose with the football as he went around there.
Yep, and trying to fight for those extra yards, falling forward, left himself open.
The defender, I believe, was Rance Brott that picked up the loose ball. So an early turnover here. Lusk will be in business at their own 23. Doggers will line up in a 4-2 front here.
I can tell you the stat sheets are a little bit different in football than volleyball.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. Yeah, poor A.J. Gross there last weekend. It took him a quarter to kind of figure out the process. Direct snap back to Kupke. Throws across the middle. Has a receiver. That's caught. Hauled in. Nice catch there. Actually, Jackson Smith at the quarterback position connects with Aiden Matthews. A gain of 8 on the first down pass to Matthews, and that will bring up 2nd down and 2. Matthews, a familiar name to the Lingle Fort Laramie faithful as transfer up to Niobrara County High School this year from Lingle. 2nd down, manageable here, 2nd and 2. They will motion into the formation, handoff to the first back through. That's Ridge Kupke with the carry. Kupke only got a yard. It will leave him a yard short. Nice pop there defensively. I wasn't sure who got him. Might have been number 33. That would be Caden Ducheneau. Uh-oh. Here comes the AC/DC.
3rd and 1.
Yep, 3rd and 1.
We're 3 minutes into the game and we're pulling out hell's bells.
Exactly. Yep. That David Anderson, he is a nut over there. Another motion into the formation. Handoff on the sweep reverse here, and he's got room. Down the sideline now, bumped out of bounds. Ooh, if he gets by one more there, that is pay dirt for David West. Nice run there. Great call. First down yardage for West as he will be out over the 42. But just on that little inside reverse handoff there, and West with a nice burst.
Offensive line did a nice job of sealing that right side of the defensive line so he could get around the edge and get the corner.
They'll send 2 receivers to the right. One back in the backfield. Another passing opportunity here, rolling right. Flushing now throwing. Got a receiver. Flag comes in late. I think they're going to probably call contact on that. Matthews with another reception there from Smith. And I would bet that they will probably have an opportunity to decline this penalty. I would think that it was contact down the field, but let's see.
Yeah, there were 2 Doggers that were all over him.
Mm-hmm.
He was able to catch it because the pass was a little short.
So
he had to dive back.
Yeah, it must be an automatic first down as they will take the result of the play. So the pass interference call, a 15-yard penalty. I thought that there was contact out there, and it's different at every level of football, professional to college to high school, how they penalize pass interference, whether it's intentional, whether it's the severity of it. I didn't think that one looked that bad, but the 15-yarder has Lusk in business inside Dogger territory. Now the inside handoff to Kupke. He'll carry ahead for a couple. Stop there by Jaden Van Gundy. It'll bring up 2nd down and 8. So after the turnover, Lingle was on the move deep into Tiger territory. Lusk marching right back the other way.
Pretty classic Seawalk football. It's going to be one in the trenches.
Mm-hmm. Trips to the right. One back in the backfield besides Smith. He'll fake the handoff, throws. Has a receiver, but overthrows the intended receiver. He had Brott was tackle eligible out there, I believe, on this left side. So they released him out there. He was the intended receiver, couldn't haul it in, so now 3rd and 8. 4 down territory here, one would have to assume. But you know what they say about assuming.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
That's exactly what it spells.
2 to the left, 1 to the right. Smith with one back beside him, wants to throw. Looks left, throws left, airs this one out to the sideline, up for grabs and knocked away. Nice defensive play there by Anthony Arnish to break up the pass. That one hung too long, didn't it?
Yeah, it was up too high. That was more. It should have been more flat than it was vertical.
Yeah. That's a hard pass for a high school quarterback to make, that far sideline route, and it just hung a little bit on Smith. So as we assumed, 4 down territory here for the Tigers. They will go for it on 4th and 8 from the Dogger 42. Scoreless here in the first quarter on the Clark & Associates scoreboard. 7:49. Smith takes the snap, looks across the middle, now throws, has a receiver, and it's caught. He's free to the 10-5. Touchdown, Tigers. On the receiving end, Nathan Miller hauls in the touchdown pass from the 42.
Mm-hmm.
From the 42-yard line. So with 7:39 to go here in the first quarter of action, the Tigers go on top. Well, that was a nice pass.
Boy, it sure was. You know, I was just about to say, if they wouldn't have made that 4th down, they ran the ball really well, went passing, and we're doing nothing. And then they shut me up.
Yep. Glad you didn't say it, right?
Yeah.
Going for 2 here are the Tigers. Pass into the end zone, overthrown, intended once again for Miller, so the 2-point conversion fails. With 7:39 to go in the opening quarter, Lusk leads at 6-0. Let's take a 1-minute timeout. We'll be back after this break.
Three Sisters Truck Stop in Manville would like to wish the Lusk Tigers the best of luck. Three Sisters is your headquarters for fuel and food. Open Tuesdays through Saturday from 7 to 7 and Sundays from 7 to 2. Stop and enjoy great hamburgers and homemade meals with large portions, whether it be breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Good luck, Tigers, from Three Sisters Truck Stop in Manville.
This is Wade Brew, Market President with Pinnacle Bank. Pinnacle Bank has been serving the lending needs of farmers, ranchers, and commercial business owners of the Wyobraska area, where we've called home for over 100 years. Let us put our resources to work for you with local decision-making from a family-owned bank. Give us a call or visit us at www.wypinnbank.com. Pinnacle Bank, Torrington and Mitchell, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Lingle Fort Laramie. Lusk leads at 6-0 on the Clark & Associates scoreboard after the 42-yard touchdown pass from Jackson Smith to Nathan Miller. Well, Shad, you mentioned it. They abandoned the ground game there for a little bit, went to the air, and it paid off.
Yeah, it did. Just in high school, there's just a little bit of separation and then some good running after the catch on that touchdown pass.
You know, it's 9-man is that medium between 6-man football and 11-man, but the field is still spread, and it's hard to defend, especially if you're one-on-one in open field like that. And I thought Jackson Smith just threw a strike there. That's hard to defend that.
It really is, and then, you know, again, he as soon as he caught it, he had enough separation that he was able to turn it upfield before the defender could put a hand on him.
Matthews has it teed up. Brimmer and Brown back deep to receive. Low line drive kick, trying the onside kick, and it's covered by the Doggers. Nice job there. Coming up with it is number 33. That's Caden Ducheneau. So a little bit of a gamble here, and we'll see who it favors. Right now it would appear as it the Doggers.
Yeah, and you look at that onside kick, and you have 9 versus 4 offensive linemen essentially up there. Why not try it? It's early.
Yeah. Not something that you would typically expect at that point in the game. Snap back to Brimmer. He'll keep it himself. Direct snap, tripped up. Nice defensive play there. First off of the bottom of the pile is Brott. Short gain. Call it a couple. Bring up 2nd down and 8. Yeah, that's a quick hitter with that direct snap, but Lusk has done a nice job up front with it. Although early here, just Lingle's 2nd offensive series.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where I think that they're pretty big. Lusk has some size up there in the middle, 180, 190, plugging it up. Lingle Fort Laramie had some success on the edge. Let's see if they get back to that.
Now a snap that goes over the head. The ball is loose, and I think Lusk has another turnover.
They do.
Off of the bottom of the pile with the football is number 32. That's on my sheet, not yours. Aiden Matthews covers the loose ball. Another bad snap. The exchange from center to quarterback has been questionable early on here for Lingle, and the 2nd turnover of the quarter. That'll make you pull your hair out.
Oh, man, yeah.
2 receivers left. 1 back in the backfield besides Smith. Smith wants to throw, looks left, throws across the middle, wants it all again, and he's got Miller again to the 5. Touchdown, Miller. That is nearly identical to the last one. This one from the 46.
Yeah.
Wow.
88 yards receiving already for Miller.
Last one came at 7:39. This one at 6:44 of the first. I don't even have to change much of my language. I can just put quotation marks under the first scoring summary. I'll be darned. That another nice strike there, and Smith just able to outrun the secondary.
Miller did a nice job of bringing the route inside and then breaking outside, and that break is right when the ball was delivered, and he's just nothing but green in front of him.
Yeah. Going to go for 2 once again here. Split receivers to either side. Big pressure up the middle. Smith avoids, now throws, and it's tapped away. Nice defensive play there by Colt Brown. So with 6:44 to go here in the first, Lusk leads at 12-0 on the Clark & Associates scoreboard. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. Be back after this break.
Community Bank, a new direction in banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Points West Bank in Lingle, proud supporter of the Lingle Fort Laramie Doggers.
I'm Maggie Myers, your Torrington Edward Jones financial advisor. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Edward Jones
14 County Tire in Lusk would like to wish the Lusk Tigers the best of luck this season. Remember 14 County Tire for all of your new tire needs, oil changes, tire repair, balancing, and rotation for fast and dependable service with all of your tire needs. It's County 14 Tire located at 990 South Main in Lusk. And go Tigers!
Welcome back to Lingle. Beautiful night for football. Sun-bathed field here. Kirkfield, I believe, is the name of our field here at Lingle Fort Laramie High School. So, Lusk leads at 12-0 on the Clark & Associates scoreboard after back-to-back touchdown strikes from Jackson Smith to Nathan Miller. Matthews has it teed up for the 3rd time this quarter, so you made a good point during the break. The onside kick paid off. Yeah,
not generally how you like him to pay off, but yes, absolutely.
Maybe in an unconventional method. They're going to try it again. This one, I think they'll throw the flag and say offsides here. So they'll move them back 5 yards and make them kick it again. Well, you can't get down there and cover the onside kick if you don't jump offside sometimes.
You got to time it just right.
Mm-hmm. First penalty? No. Second penalty of the game.
Yep, there was a pass interference on Lingle Fort Laramie.
So if our listeners are curious why we've got a Thursday night contest here, from what I've been told, schools in the area are having a difficult time finding officials. And so Friday night officials were booked up, so they had to move this game to a Thursday contest. Kind of the same deal with tomorrow afternoon with that one.
It's exactly the same deal.
So if there's anybody out there listening that wants to be an official, they are desperate for him. Matthews will approach again and takes a full-on attack of this one, blasts it over the head of Brown, or of Spears, into the end zone. So Matthews showing off his leg there.
Just a line drive.
Yeah, it was knuckleball. Straight down Main Street and out of the back of the end zone, so the touchback will bring it out to the 25. Speaking of Mr. Williams, part of the Goshen County, well, actually, I think this is considered a Douglas officiating crew. Tim Williams a part of it. I would think that Jason Bowers out there as well. Probably far side.
He is on the far side.
Two backs beside Spear, who will keep it himself. Pops outside, now dropped by Matthews. Nice run there by Spears. Gain of 4 or 5 will bring up second down and 6.
Yeah, just weaving his way through the defense, following the blocks.
Lusk in a 4-man front, and they have done a nice job with the running game. I don't think we've seen Lingle attempt a pass yet, have we?
Yes.
They will try one here. Spears throws the out to Brimmer, who hauls it in, takes on a tackler, and is knocked out of bounds. That, a gain of 7, will be enough for a Dogger first down.
That's twice that Spears has went to Brimmer for 7 yards.
That was a violent approach by Brimmer after the catch, took on tacklers.
Looked like it was almost picked off by the defender.
Wasn't bad coverage out there, was there?
No.
Some confusion this time as they approach the line. They'll put a tight trip set to the right side, but Spears will run left. Spears going to be hit as he crosses the line of scrimmage. Not much there. Nice defensive stop there. Cody Himes in on it, along with, I believe, Brott.
Yeah, you know, this 9-man's something else because it looks like there's going to be all kinds of space to run in the middle, and Lusk is just flying all over the place. Himes came out of nowhere to make that tackle.
You mentioned it. You would like to see him try to get something to the edge here. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Spears rolls right, wants to throw and does, has a receiver that's caught. That is Ned Nelson with the reception. He's run out of bounds. A short gain here. Yeah, we got a penalty. Possible hold on the play.
You know, it could have been with the rollout to the right.
A formation issue. You know, that was kind of a funky a tight trip set on the right side there, and they saw something they didn't like, so they will march the Doggers back 5 yards, negate the catch to Nelson, play it again.
You know, when you run that trips, you have to have one of them back behind the other two. You can't cover them up. And I think that they just covered them up. They didn't get somebody in the backfield or somebody else to the line of scrimmage. And they run them really tight.
Yeah. I'm going to have to step away from the broadcast and make sure my fantasy football team is set for this week. The commissioner's sitting right here. He wouldn't want me to miss that, would he?
Kelsey's out. He's not playing.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I didn't have him, I don't think. Jace probably did. He's a big Kelsey fan.
That wild man can play.
Yes, he can. That's a whole family of football players, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So, second down, and we'll call it 13 here after the penalty. They'll move backs out of the backfield. Spears goes up top to get the snap and has to eat it. Tackled there by number 42 for the Tigers. That's Quentin Bieri. So, that high snap throws the timing of everything off.
It does. It does. And, it's unfortunate because they had Brimmer coming in motion, and then he was able to get loose in the seam on the right side. All he had to do was toss it up in the air and let him run underneath it.
It'll bring up 3rd down and long. See if Lusk comes after Spears. Wants to throw and does. Over the middle, and he's got a receiver, Nelson, with it. Nelson's down the sideline. Tackled as he crosses midfield down to the 40. Doggers kind of needed that.
Yes,
that's a 30-yard pickup there, 35, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So a big pickup there. Nice pass from Spears down to Nelson, and the Doggers in business. First and 10 here, Doggers into Tiger territory at the 37-yard line. Snap back. Now Spears flushed out, still wants to throw. Runs left, throws it up for grabs. This one's tipped. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Oh, man, yeah. That's the old adage. You don't want to throw it late back across the middle.
He did just that, and it hung up on him. There was plenty of traffic back there, but the pass falls incomplete, so it'll bring up 2nd down, and we'll call it 8. Clock runs here. Actually stopped after the incomplete pass. 3:39 to go here in the first. Direct snap to Brimmer. Brimmer follows blockers, crosses the 30 down to about the 25-yard line, where he is upended by Matthews, I believe. Nope, Nathan Miller on the stop. So a gain of, what'd you give him there, Shad?
I gave him 11.
Okay. So another first down for Lingle here. Approaching the red zone. Single receiver split to either side of the formation. 2 backs beside Spears. Direct snap to Brimmer. Brimmer works left side, not much that time. Brought there once again. Can you pull up on your phone and tell me, is Rance Brought a freshman? It's not, and I know the family up there, but I am not, wouldn't be, he is.
Yeah, 170-pound freshman.
That is going to be quite the football player. How many times have we called his name here in the first quarter? He was in on that stop as well. Gain of 2, 2nd and 8. Motion, but no flag. Spears trying to find an opening and can't. Going to be drugged down, maybe a gain of 1, but no more than that. Nice job by Bieri to bring Spears down that time. So now 3rd and 7. It is a busy week of sports on KGOS KERM. You had volleyball last night, football tonight, doubleheader football tomorrow, and Wyoming Cowboy football on Saturday, followed by Denver Bronco football on Sunday.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, that's
all we have. And a bake sale. Going to mix in there somewhere. Spears with the direct snap. He's rocked as he gets back to the line of scrimmage, falls forward for a couple. Jackson Smith on the stop. I'll give him a gain of 1. It's going to bring up 4th down and 6. Here's a big play early in this contest.
It is. They need to, they're down around where are they at, the 20-yard line? I still think that they need to try to get Brimmer on a misdirection, a reverse, something to get him to the edge quickly.
I know that they've got a tremendous leg in their kicker, Anthony Arnish. But if there is much wind, it's coming directly in from that northwest. Now a timeout going to be called. They want to talk it over. We'll take one with them. Let's take a 1-minute timeout. We'll be back to Lingle after this break.
Sisters Truck Stop in Manville would like to wish the Lusk Tigers the best of luck. Three Sisters is your headquarters for fuel and food. Open Tuesdays through Saturday from 7 to 7 and Sundays from 7 to 2. Stop and enjoy great hamburgers and homemade meals with large portions, whether it be breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Good luck, Tigers, from Three Sisters Truck Stop in Manville.
This is Wade Brew, Market President with Pinnacle Bank. Pinnacle Bank has been serving the lending needs of farmers, ranchers, and commercial business owners of the Wyobraska area, where we've called home for over 100 years. Let us put our resources to work for you with local decision-making from a family-owned bank. Give us a call or visit us at www.wypinnbank.com. Pinnacle Bank, Torrington and Mitchell, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Lingle Fort Laramie High School. Mike McNamee, Shad Bates, Ryan Caith. Glad to have you with us for the first half of our CWAC of the week, CWAC Game of the Week doubleheader. Big fourth down here for the Doggers. Spears takes the snap, looks left, throws. Airs one out to Nelson. It's caught. Nelson breaks free into the end zone. Touchdown. How did he catch that?
You know what? It was a jump ball, and he just went it was basketball jump ball. He went and got it.
Ridge Kupke and David West were there, and Nelson just out-jumps him. Hauls in the touchdown pass. Lingle's on the board. Arnish on to attempt the point after. Out of the hold of Nolan Spears. Snap, placement, kick is on the way. Looks good, and it is good. 59 seconds to go in the first. Lingle on the board. They still trail, but now only by 5. 12-7 on the Clark and Associates scoreboard. Let's take a 1-minute timeout. Be back to Lingle after this break.
Anderson Carpet is proud to have been your flooring expert for the past 44 years. Honoring small-town values, yet featuring a huge selection that is sure to surprise. Choose from their stock of carpet, hardwood, vinyl plank, vinyl tile, or sheet vinyl for any project. And they have the experts on hand to install them all, giving you a look you'll love for years to come. Stop in and visit today. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturdays from 9 to 1. Anderson Carpet in Lingle.
Think about how good it feels when people really get you, like the friends who come over when a big game is on. The neighbors next door always bring your favorite buffalo dip. Your in-laws know you need silence during clutch plays, and everyone knows about your special post-win fist bump. It's kind of like having a State Farm agent like Linda Lenz. I am here to get to know you and understand your life. I can help make it easy for you to protect what's important. Get an agent that gets you and your fist bumps. Call State Farm agent Linda Lenz in Wheatland today.
Also located on Main Street in Lusk. Call 334-3803.
Welcome back to Lingle Fort Laramie High School. Yeah, that's a big boy talking about Ned Nelson there at the timeout, but showed some athleticism there to kind of climb the ladder and pluck the ball out of the air, hauls it in for the touchdown pass. Lingle on the board. Arnish approaches, puts a toe to it. Soft kick that lands. Now it's free. They'll cover it. Will Matthews. Arnish did a nice job of just kind of putting it. If it's a volleyball game, I think you call that the campfire right there.
I do. Right in the middle of the campfire. There's campfires in football.
Absolutely. There's campfires everywhere this time of year. But Lusk able to cover it. They will start 1st and 10 from their own 28-yard line, we will say. David Anderson's trying to tell me where the ball was actually spotted. I'm not going to listen to him.
Is he saying it's a 26?
26, according to David. He's probably got better eyes than I do. He's a year younger than I am. Snap is low. Smith will have to go to the ground and cover it. We've seen that problem now on both sides of the football, a loss of 3, and it will be 2nd down and 13. Second down and 13. Clock runs. Smith from his own 25 Takes a snap, looks to throw, now flushed out, throws across his body, has a receiver, big contact out there. He wanted Brought again. Pass falls incomplete. It will bring up 2nd down and 10. Check that. 3rd down and 13. I really couldn't have messed that up much worse if I had tried. There's a combination to getting that thing unlocked. I finally figured it out.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. That's a breeze.
Yeah, a little breeze blowing through there.
And I didn't realize the window was dirty. I can actually see.
There are white lines on the football field.
There are.
I was trying to wonder why they painted it with fly specks for this game. Last play of the quarter here. They will motion into the formation and handoff, end around handoff here, and room around the right side. Going to be ushered out of bounds is David West as he gets out to the 35, so he'll get the bulk of that yardage back. But Lusk will probably have to punt this one away. Maybe was a little more generous. They marked this at about the 31-yard line, so it'll bring up 4th down and 6, and they will certainly boot this one away.
Have to.
He was run out of bounds, so the clock stops. They will have to kick it away before the quarter will expire. Jackson Smith, the quarterback, stands back in punt formation. Puts a toe to it. Low line drive kick that takes a Tiger bounce over midfield down to about the 40. Brimmer covers it there. That was confusing. I don't know if it was blocked or if it just came out of there that low.
I think it just came out that low, but you had Doggers that were running back to block that were jumping and high stepping trying to get out of the way because it was going across the ground.
It's always a dangerous deal because you don't want somebody to inadvertently touch it back there. So it will bring up 1st and 10 Doggers at the 45-yard line. Must have been touched by a Tiger at the 45. That's why they've moved it back out there.
Yeah.
So this should be the final play of the first quarter. Spears from his 40. Hands off to Brimmer. Brimmer follows blockers around left end, now cuts back inside. Tripped up as he crosses midfield by Ridge Kupke. A gain of 7 will bring up 2nd and 3, which is what we will face when we start the second quarter of action. First quarter in the books. Lusk leads at 12-7 on the Clark and Associates scoreboard. We will be back to Lingle after this 1-minute timeout.
Should be easy. At Banner Health Torrington Community Hospital, feel free to set your pace and choose your path. Torrington Community Hospital offers new technologies, in-state specialists, and the healthcare professionals you know, for a road less traveled and a familiar face along the way. Torrington Community Hospital, providing a wide scope of care, helping you make healthcare easier so that life can be better.
Are you planning a kitchen remodel but don't know where to start?
Hi, this is Dan Shields from Century Lumber. Start with semi-custom diamond cabinets and Century Lumber. Diamond cabinets offer the latest door styles and finishes at an affordable price. I can walk you through all the features and benefits and provide a free estimate and expert design. Stop in and turn that vision of your dream kitchen into a reality with the help of Century Lumber Center in Torrington.
That was an entertaining first quarter.
Yeah.
Big plays there. A couple of 40-yard touchdown passes by Lusk. Touchdown pass on the other end from the Doggers.
Big stop for the Doggers to end that quarter. Now they've got the ball back at midfield about.
Let's see whose side Big Mo is on here. From the 48. Direct snap to Brimmer. Works right side. Going to have enough for a first down here as he's tripped up by Matthews. They say a gain of 6. So another first down for the Doggers.
Yeah, Brimmer's got 6 carries, 36 yards.
I think if you're thinking defensively as the Tigers, you're going to stop him first to make somebody else beat you. That would be the greatest threat now. A flag flies, an encroachment penalty here on the defense. So they'll march off 5 yards Must have lined up in that neutral zone.
I think so. You want me to run down and ask him?
No, I think I'll text Mr. Williams later, get his definition of it. So, not what you want to do here is help him out with penalty yards. 1st and 5 here for the Doggers. Snap back to Spears. Fakes the inside handoff. Keeps it himself. Pops outside. Now the ball is loose. They go to the turf for it. I think Spears fell back on it. Nope. Going the other way. The 3rd turnover of the contest against the Doggers.
Yeah, and 2 of them on Spears. He needs to just tuck that ball when he gets in traffic and get it tight to secure it.
I thought he made a really nice cut there, but cut right into a defender coming from the backside that knocked that ball loose. So another turnover here. Lusk has capitalized on 2 of them. Let's see what they do here. Deep in their own territory, this one spotted at the 22. Single receiver to the right. Now they will motion West. Handoff to him, and West going to be tripped up. Nothing doing that time. Thrown to the turf there by Cooper Smith.
That's great penetration by he was on the end of the line and was there about when he got the handoff.
We saw West with a nice gain on that play early in the contest, but Smith there to greet him that time. Loss of 6, maybe 7, will bring up 2nd down and 17. Tigers break the huddle, put one back in the backfield beside Miller. Single receivers either side. West now comes in motion. They want to throw. A flag flies, and West going to be tripped up. Brought down from behind by Spears. That's going to be a holding penalty, but I would guess that they'll decline that and take the play.
I think Matthews was in there and got the holding call.
Going to bring up 3rd down and a country mile here as the ball all the way back to the 10. They would have to get out to the 33 for the 1st down. 20-plus yards here. Not many plays in your playbook designed for that one.
No.
Down and distance here. This would favor pressure, you would think. Favor pressure and let Bremer kind of sit back in center field. They throw the quick out pattern, overthrown to the intended receiver, West. So a great defensive series there for Lingle, and Lusk will have to punt it away. The problem with this punt is anytime you're that deep in your own territory, you can ill afford any kind of trouble with the snap or handling the snap. Don't think that Lingle won't bring pressure here.
Well, and the last time that he punted, it only got about 5 feet off the ground.
Put your big guy right in the middle and have him have his hands up. This one, a low wobbler. It's fielded by Spears at the 30. Spears takes on a tackler at the 20. Inside the 20 down to the 15. Ooh.
He was the up back.
Yeah. That was gutsy. He took it on the run. Not a reference to the old REO Speedwagon song. So, Lingle in business here. Deep in Tiger territory. This one will snap from the 15. Now, is there a penalty?
Yeah.
Illegal block on the return, possibly. The officials will talk it over. Lingle's stepping back like this penalty is against them. The officials will confer.
I think that was Vowers that threw that. He's the one that picked it up. I'm a side judge on the opposite side of the field.
So Mike Stebbins giving quite an inspirational speech to his officiating crew out there.
Yes, he is.
So this one will be marched off against the Tigers. I didn't see the signal. What did he call it?
Personal foul. Must have been some sort of cheap shot.
Face mask, cheap shot.
Yeah.
Something that they have identified as an illegal activity on the football field.
Late hit.
Yeah. So now this one all the way to the 10. It's a first and goal. No, it's not. They're more at like the.
Oh, it's
okay. Now they're gonna straighten the down marker. First and goal from the 8.
Yeah, it would have been half the distance to the goal line.
Yeah, would make sense. Doggers in business here. Spears takes the snap, counter handoff to Brown, cuts it back at the 5. Going to be tripped up, falls forward for an additional 2 or 3. Actually, they will spot him right out the 5, so a gain of 3 will bring up second and goal from the 5. Colt Brown, just a sophomore, I believe. It'll be another of those hard-running running backs for Lingle Fort Laramie. Single trips receivers left, one to the right. Spears with Brown beside him. Quick throw to Brimmer. Brimmer going to be tripped up. Nice defensive play there by Jackson Smith. He'll lose yardage. I like the play design.
Yeah.
Just a great defensive play there by Jackson Smith.
Sniffed it out right away and was there when the ball got there.
Third and goal. We'll call it from the 8. Backs on either side of Spears. Spears takes the direct snap, works it around left end, cuts it up at the 3, falls forward to the 2, and will be thrown to the turf there. Where it'll be 4th and goal. Boy, you talk about a big defensive play here for the Tigers.
Oh, yeah.
If they can get a stop here, this would be monumental. 8:20 to go in the half. Now a timeout going to be taken.
Yeah, I think it would change the momentum a little bit because it's definitely on Lingle's side right now.
The officials have stopped the clock. I think they will say that Spears was out of bounds. They're going to reset the game clock to 8:24 and say that Spears should have been ruled out of bounds to stop the clock. Single backs either side of Spears. Single receivers either side of the formation. Direct snap. It's high. Over the head. The ball is loose. Brimmer will cover it, but this ball is going back to the Tigers.
Third one.
Yeah, and it's been devastating. They've been able to cover one of them, but 2 of them have been very costly, none bigger than that one. So a big defensive stop here for the Lusk Tigers as they faced first and goal from the 8, and the Doggers couldn't punch it in.
I wonder how much of those bad snaps is due to the defensive lineman getting some hits on the center.
Very well could be. Can't blame it on the weather, that's for sure.
Oh, heck no.
It's a gorgeous night for football. This time, Smith under center. Takes the snap. Hands it to the deep back, and West is free around the left end. West over the 30 to the 40. Cuts it back inside and run out of bounds at the 50-yard line. So a different formation there. Neither team had been under center the entire game. They move West under center. They move Smith under center and get the big run from West.
Yeah, just a power eye. Straight up the middle.
Who'd have thought of that? Other than every college and professional football team from 1960 through the 1990s.
Agreed.
Yeah.
40-yard scamper.
Yeah, worked out there. First and 10, Tigers from the Dogger 49. Double tight set here. Now they will motion West, and he'll reset in the backfield. Fake the handoff to him, and the throw out in the flat to Brott. He can't haul it in. I like the play call there, though.
Yeah, they had the offensive line and the fake and the lead back, everybody going left, and he kind of rolls out right. Just a little bit out of his reach.
Clock stops with 8:05 to go in the half. Second down and 10. Snap back to Smith. Wants to throw, does so, throws right, and a big hit out there after the catch. That one going nowhere fast. That's a big loser. I tried my one and only attempt using the binoculars.
I saw it.
Putting them back. Bubs, it was a great idea. I'm just not handy enough to use them.
So
loss of 7?
Yeah, that pass was floated up so high. It has to be out in the flat like that. It has to be more of a dart, and Arnish sniffed it out and was there literally the same time the ball was caught.
I thought maybe it was just because I was looking through binoculars, so it did float that bad.
It did, yeah. It floated on him.
It looked like it was as big as like a hot air balloon coming in there. 3rd and long here for the Tigers. Inside handoff on the end around. Trying to get to the corner is Nathan Miller. Miller not going to get much, maybe a couple. Brown there on the stop. But 4th and long here, the Doggers will get it back. Lusk going to be forced to punt it away. This has been an adventure.
It has.
Spears nearly took the last one the distance. They're going to come out in an offensive set.
I bet it's a pooch kick.
Could be. Miller does the punting for him. He wants to throw. Under pressure and sacked.
What great penetration.
Wow. It was a gutsy call.
Ducheneau is the one that got in there.
Yeah. Great defensive stop there. So Lusk gambles, goes for it on 4th down, and they pay the price. Doggers with excellent field position as they will take over at the Tiger 38-yard line. Yeah, Ducheneau had a head of steam. I'm with you. I kind of thought maybe a pooch kick coming out of that formation, but he wouldn't have got that off either.
No.
The way Ducheneau was coming. Snap back to Spears. Wants to throw. Does so. Across the middle. This one going to be caught. Brimmer. 5. Touchdown. Loudon Brimmer hauls it in. The 38-yard touchdown pass. That was a beautiful throw from Nolan Spears and had plenty of time to make it.
You know, he was his same pattern that he ran that Spears got sacked on. He just ran right up the seam. They were almost in a cover 2 and nobody there with the 3 deep. Ran in between the 2 defenders on the right side.
38 yards, is that what you're calling it?
That's what I called it.
38-yard touchdown pass. Arnish on for the point after. Low snap, but they'll get it up and through the uprights. Lingle with their first lead of the contest. 6:24 to go in the half. They lead at 14-12 on the Clark & Associates scoreboard. Let's take a 1-minute timeout. I'll be back after this break.
Everything for the rancher but rain. Ranchers Feed and Supply in Lusk would like to thank all of their customers for your continued support. When it comes to livestock supplies, feed, ranch supplies, or clothing, Ranchers Feed and Supply is here to assist their farm and ranch friends. Muck Boots, Hubbard and Crystalix Feeds, Armstrong Steel Buildings, and much more. Ranchers Feed and Supply is here to serve Lusk and the surrounding area. We have everything for the rancher but rain. Ranchers Feed and Supply wishing all of our fine Lusk athletes the best of luck.
Decker's Market in Lusk prides themselves on helping you stock the kitchen with food to nourish the whole family. With quality meat, produce, everyday ingredients, supplies, and more, Decker's Market is here to fill your grocery list. Visit their website, deckersmarket.com, and view the savings and discounts available. Decker's Market in Lusk, a proud sponsor of Lusk activities.
Welcome back to CWAC Game of the Week football. Mike McNamee, Shad Bates, Ryan Caith. We're getting almost as big as CBS or ESPN Sports.
Yeah, I kind of felt like it, honestly, when I showed up today because Ryan had everything all set up. If he would have had a bottle of water waiting for me, I'd have thought I've made the show.
I feel like Troy Aikman. Buck. Jack Buck.
No, it's not Jack. Jack's old.
Which Buck is it?
I don't know. He has a big forehead.
Can't say that on the air.
Joe
Buck. That's right. High kick here fielded at the 30, now tripping as he went to advance that. Had the right idea. Did number 34. I don't have that one on my list.
Let me pull open the magic one.
One of the upbacks for the Tigers They will start from their own 30.
It was 34?
Yeah.
No 34 on it.
Okay.
33?
No. Pretty sure he was wearing 34. Should have had my binoculars out. First and 10 Tigers. Under center once again. Now they will hand off on the end around to West. West going to be tripped up, strung out, dropped. Loss on the play. Back to the 26-yard line. A loss of 4, and is that West that's still down on the field?
It is. Cooper Smith just buried him.
So they will tend to David West. The teams will go to their respective sidelines. Good time for us to take a short break here. Let's take a timeout. You're listening to CWAC Football on KGOS KERM Torrington. We'll be back after this break.
Carry-out deal means you can carry out one-topping pizzas for $7.99 each when you order online or by phone. Just in case there's any confusion, we've even set up a helpful website to confirm if today is a day you can carry out one-topping pizzas for $7.99 each. Just go to howaboutoday.com to find out if Domino's carry-out deal is valid today. Spoiler alert, it is. Carry out only. Ask for this offer. Availability and charges may vary. Size availability varies by crust type. Excludes XL and specialty. Your local store may charge extra for some toppings and sauces.
At Points West Community Bank, we know that agriculture is more than a business. It is a way of life. With over 94 years of experience in serving Goshen County, we understand and value the ways of our local farmers and ranchers. Through the quality of banking services and lending relationships, we take the time to know our customer and learn their operation firsthand. Stop in today to meet with our friendly and experienced lending staff to discuss your agricultural business needs. We look forward to seeing you. Points West Community Bank, a new direction in banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Points West Bank in Lingle, proud supporter of the Lingle Fort Laramie Doggers.
They helped David West off of the field, obviously favoring a right leg injury of some kind there. We will hope that that they get that figured out because, as you mentioned, Shad, that would be a big loss to this West team.
Yeah, West had 40 yards on 4 carries, which included one for -7.
Had the big one there to start that series the last time when they took over from deep in their own end there. Snap back to Miller, wants to throw, looks across the middle, throws, had a receiver, but can't connect. That was going to be the third time that they were going to make that deal work.
Yeah.
Smith to Miller, overthrown, and it will bring up 3rd down and long.
Yeah, just threw it out in front of him a little bit too much. His break was more vertical and not so much flat.
Smith throws a really nice football, though. Just aired that one out a hair too far. Big thank you to all of our broadcast sponsors that help bring these broadcasts your way. Always great support from these two communities, among others, that bring these CWAC broadcasts your way. Miller with one back beside him in the backfield. Wants to throw. Looks left, throws deep down the field and overthrows the intended receiver. Intended out there for Kupke, but Arnish had pretty good coverage.
He had real good coverage and actually kind of got in Kupke's way. It looked like Kupke almost stopped on the route.
So it'll bring up another 4th down here, and Lusk has another decision to make here. They went for it on 4th and long last time. Can't imagine they won't line up in punt formation here and try and bang this one out of there.
Even if you get 15 yards, you're put them down around the 45 instead of the 28, you know. Nope.
They're going to line it up, and now it would appear that there is some confusion. They went to the sideline and are doing something to clean the football over there. So 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon from Southeast High School. Southeast will play host to Wright. The 1-0 Cyclones with a win last week over Riverside. Wright comes in. I don't know for sure what they did last week. 0-1. Yeah, they got beat last week. So So they have the special football.
It's probably the one that West caught the 2 touchdowns on. So
bring it back.
Bring it out here. We need it.
They were going to frame it, but now they're not going to. 4th and long. Miller is flush. Smith is flush, and down he goes.
Well, he had nowhere to run, but he just kind of slid instead of maybe trying to get that ball out of bounds.
You would have, you can throw that away. You could try that pooch kick. There was a lot of pressure, but you would think that there were some options that they could have explored there. But Lingle will work on a short field here once again with 5:38 to go in the half. Ball spotted at the 15-yard line. Brown, the lone back, and now a timeout going to be taken. Lusk wants to talk it over. We'll take one with him. 5:38 to go in the half. Lingle leads at 14-12. We'll be back after this break.
I'm Maggie Myers, your Torrington Edward Jones financial advisor. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Edward Jones is proud to cheer on our area teams on KGOS KERM. Call 532-3431 or visit edwardjones.com for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Elliott Chiropractic is proud to help bring you this broadcast of Lusk Sports. These athletes know to play their best, good health is important, and Elliott Chiropractic can help. Chiropractic care, along with diet, exercise, and regular checkups, can help keep you moving easily for years to come. Team up with Elliott Chiropractic and be the best you that you can be. Call 307-340-1758 to schedule your Lusk appointment with Elliott Chiropractic. 307-340-1758. Go Tigers!
1st and 10, Doggers from the 16-yard line. Brown, the lone back beside Spears, and now a formation issue or something here. Did they call the timeout or did they get a penalty before? I think they called the timeout.
They did.
To save the penalty.
They did. Spear wasn't happy with the formation and was trying to move Arnish on that left side.
Didn't get her done.
Nope.
Timeout has been taken. We'll take one with them. We'll make it a short one. We'll take a 30-second timeout and be back after this break.
Refined is proud to support the Lusk Tigers and wishes them the best of luck this season. Don't forget their steak dinners every Saturday night from 5 to 8. At Rough and Refined, you'll get a delicious breakfast, south of the border lunch, or choose from the sandwich menu. And new is a ham and turkey melt, Indian taco, or try their frontier fries, loaded with steak, Monterey Jack cheese, ranchero sauce, onions, sour cream, and cilantro. Go Tigers from Rough and Refined.
Welcome back to Lingle Fort Laramie High School. The CWAC Game of the Week broadcast crew tonight includes myself, Mike McNamee, Shad Bates, and Ryan Caith. 1st and 10, Spears with the direct snap, big hole, left side, Spears to the goal line. He's in. Touchdown, Nolan Spears. Just like that. One play and Spears into the end zone with 5:32 to go in the half. Nice piece of running there by Spears.
Absolutely. And, you know, short field. He had 15 yards.
Yep. It's not a great way to pad your stats. Arnish on for the point after. Placement down. Kick is on the way. That is good. Doggers go up on top 21-12. Let's take a 1-minute timeout. We'll come back after this break.
Embroidery on Main in Torrington is your back-to-school headquarters. Get ready for fall sports with Torrington, Southeast, and Lingle Fort Laramie caps, shirts, and hoodies. Heartland will also customize your gear with your name or jersey number. Plus, they have backpacks, scarves, stocking hats, stadium seats, and tumblers with your school logos. Support your local school this fall with gear from Heartland Embroidery.
Let's get financially fit. Hi, this is Katie at First State Bank in Torrington. Get your finances in shape with totally free checking. We have free online banking and an instant issued Visa debit card too. Know what else is free? When you open a checking account, you'll get a free gift, a portable massage gun. Ah, our way of saying thank you. Gain strength and balance with First State Bank, a division of Glacier Bank, your first choice in banking. Member FDIC.
Teeing it up is Arnish. You made a good point at the break there, Shad. Lusk needs to get to the break and regroup.
Yeah, they need to make some adjustments on their play calling and everything, and 21 unanswered points.
They trail 21-12. Low kick here, fielded by one of the upbacks. Out over the 30 and then slammed to the turf by Bremer is number 24 for the Tigers.
On it. I don't have a paper copy. Ryan should have gave me a paper copy.
Yeah.
That is Isaac Osman.
Okay, he will remember that one as Bremer wrestled into the turf. 1st and 10 Tigers here, 5:25 to go in the half. Lingle had their first game of the season canceled, so they had to reschedule with the Central JVs and dominated that game. Nice throw over the middle here, and it's caught. That is Matthews. Matthews across midfield to the 30 and run out of bounds there. Boy, they have found a lot of success through the air as Matthews has run out of bounds, but not before the big gain there.
About 41, I think.
Yeah, I would guess. I would have said maybe 42 or 3.
I'll give me 42.
We'll compromise.
Yeah.
Ball all the way down to the 26-yard line. So just as Lingle seemed to have all of the momentum on their side, a big play here by Lusk has them in business in Dogger territory. 1st and 10. One back besides Smith. Now they'll reset. Smith will roll left, throws across the middle. It's caught. Miller with the catch, still on his feet in a wrestling match, and the ball comes loose. Doggers are going to have it. Bremer kept Miller on his feet and just spun the ball loose as he took him to the ground. Covered up by Smith, and it's Dogger football.
Unreal.
We talked about it with Spears. Sometimes you're better off to just go down. I don't think that it wasn't that Miller wasn't trying to go down. Bremer stripped the ball away as he tackled him. 1st and 10, Doggers. This one spotted at the 20.
Yeah, that was just unfortunate. They had some momentum going.
Handoff to Bremer. Takes on one tackler. Now chopped down as he falls forward. Call it a gain of 2, maybe 3 yards for Bremer, and we'll bring up 2nd down and long. I don't think we've seen West back since the injury, have we?
We have not.
Yeah, they're over there trying to get him to move around on the sideline, but he is pretty tender over there. Second down play here for the Doggers. Spears with single backs. Now they will direct snap to Bremer, and Bremer's loose around the left end. Over the 30. Should be enough for a 1st down. A gain of 10 for Loudon Bremer and a fresh set of downs for the Doggers.
Just good hard-nosed running.
There's traffic up there, but he's able to weave through it. Takes on a tackler here and there. Bremer not one of those kids that's going to go down on first contact.
No, he won't. I'd mentioned the CWAX won in the trenches, and Doggers are winning both sides of the ball right now.
Now they will reset to a double tight end set. Spears with the direct snap. Carries over right side. Tripped up there by Broughton Matthews, but not before a gain of 5. Will bring up 2nd and 5. We talked about this a little bit during the break, too, there. How about those Cowboys? One of the funnest games that I've watched and would have been, I'm sure, just a thrill to be there.
Oh, yeah.
A night like that in Laramie.
Bet it was a pretty quiet morning.
I bet it was, yeah. Brott with his, Spears with the carry. Tripped up by Brott. With the help of Brady Swisher, Brott will have the first down as he carries over the 40 to the 41. But have just been made aware of a flag on the field.
Far side.
I didn't catch that signal.
Illegal shift.
You can do that. Back inside the 30 now to the 29-yard line. So what would have been a first down carry for Spears is called back. Now 2nd and 10. Inside handoff to Brimmer. Brimmer weaves through traffic, takes on tacklers. Going to be tackled as he crosses the 35. Not enough for a first down, short by about 4 yards. 3rd and that many for the Doggers. As the sun sets in the west, Kirkfield bathed in the shadows here, but it's still coming into the announcers.
Yeah, it's not down
to
far
the crow's
enough
nest up here. Hand off to Brown. Brown around left end. He'll have enough for the first as he crosses the 40. Might have been a face mask on the play. Brown not fazed by it.
Boy, he hit that hole quick.
Yes, he did. Yeah. Fresh set of downs here. Clock runs with 2:15 to go in the half. 21-12. Doggers lead it with the football. Misdirection here. Spears will keep it himself. Looked like there was confusion between Spears and Brown. Ball came loose, but Cooper Smith covered it.
Yeah, it looked like he was supposed to fake and then just ran right into, I believe that was Poston in the backfield.
So it'll bring up 2nd down and 5. No harm, no foul. Single receiver split to either side of the formation. Direct snap to Brimmer. Brimmer's got a first down. Carries over midfield inside the 45 down to the 44-yard line. Brimmer with another nice chunk right there.
11th carry, 62 yards.
Although I think if you are that Lusk defense and they offered you those numbers at the half on Brimmer, you'd probably take them.
Yes. I think turnovers have and 4 and outs have plagued.
Has a chance to haul in a pass here, but can't do it. Goes out of bounds. So it will bring up 2nd and 10, and we'll stop the clock with 1:10 in the half.
Yeah, I think if Lusk can just get out of this half and not give up any more points and get the ball, make some adjustments, get the ball to start the second half.
Yes. Well, yeah, they've given up the one big pass play. Lingle has scored on short field 2 times.
Mm-hmm.
Spears will take the snap. Turns back as he works over the left side. Tripped up there by Jackson Smith. A gain of a couple will bring up 3rd down and 3. Under a minute to go here now in the half. Doggers will work quickly. Out of timeouts, I believe. 3rd and 3. Snap to Brimmer. Brimmer waits for blockers now. Charges forward. Will have the first down at the 30.
Gain of 9.
Gain of 9 for Loudon Brimmer. And a timeout taken. 34 seconds to go in the half. We'll take one with him. Lingle leads at 21-12. We'll be back after this break.
The Niobrara County Chamber of Commerce is proud of students who participate in team sports and all other extracurricular activities. They wish the Tigers and Lady Tigers the best of luck on the gridiron and volleyball court this fall. For more information about the town of Lusk and the Chamber, go to visit lusk.weebly.com or call 307-334-2950. Go Tigers!
Three Sisters Truck Stop in Manville would like to wish the Lusk Tigers the best of luck. Three Sisters is your headquarters for fuel and food. Open Tuesdays through Saturday from 7 to 7 and Sundays from 7 to 2. Stop and enjoy great hamburgers and homemade meals with large portions, whether it be breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Good luck, Tigers, from Three Sisters Truck Stop in Manville.
We're back at Kirkfield in Lingle. CWAC Game of the Week action as we wind down the first half here. Single receiver left side, 2 to the right. Brott with Brown beside him, wants to throw. Wants Bremer, throws. Has the receiver out there. I believe that's Nelson. Nelson going to be pushed to the sideline, but he doesn't get out of bounds. Will not have enough for the first down. Was that? Yeah, it was Ned Nelson on the reception. Lingle, with the clock running, will have to hustle here. Time for one more play. To the line of scrimmage. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Now Brown resets. Spears takes the snap under pressure, and he's sacked. And that will end the half. Aiden Matthews got him with the help of number 25 for Lusk. That is Cody Himes. So we have come to the half. Lingle will take a 21-12 lead into the halftime locker room. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll have halftime stats and numbers for you after this break.
Your farm or ranch is unique. Your insurance coverage should be too. I'm Kyle Rafferty, and at J.G. Elliott Insurance Center, we provide coverage for everything you work hard for day in and day out. We tailor coverages to meet the needs of your operation. Together, we can find the right policy to protect you from the unexpected. Give me a call at 532-2147 or drop by my office here in Torrington. J.G. Elliott Insurance, a Platte Valley company.
The Lusk State Bank brings you this edition of Local Sports. The bank has been serving Lusk in Niobrara County for 90 years and is your full-service bank for the area. With checking, business, savings, and time deposit accounts, they're able to serve all your financial needs. With decisions made locally, the Lusk State Bank is involved in community activities in Niobrara County and is a proud sponsor of school activities. Stop in today and visit with the friendly staff to take care of your financial needs. Go Tigers!
Shopping for a used vehicle can be a scary proposition. Who can you trust? Laramie Peak Motors in Wheatland is who you can trust. At Laramie Peak Motors, they keep and purchase only the best pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Then they're subject to a full certification inspection before making them available. But that's not all. Their motto is old-fashioned service for modern times. They stand behind everything they sell. Laramie Peak Motors, I-25, exit 80 in Wheatland. Easy to get to from anywhere in southeastern Wyoming. LaramiePeakMotors.com.
Welcome back to the half of our CWAC Game of the Week. The first half of our CWAC Game of the Week. Mike McNamee, Shad Bates, and Ryan Caith, glad to have you with us. It is time for our halftime stats, and they are brought to you as usual by North Platte Physical Therapy. North Platte Physical Therapy is committed to keeping you at the top of your game on and off of the field. Marnie and her crew are on the ball and ready to help you figure out what ails you and how to get you back to your best. North Platte Physical Therapy, where they provide quality professional care with a family-friendly atmosphere and always flexibility. Stop by and visit them at 1301 East M Street or give them a call at 532-5355. They sponsor our halftime stats. I'm going to start here with the scoring summary. Lusk got on the board first. In fact, they led this one 12-0 with 7:39 to go in the first quarter. It was the first of two Jackson Smith to Nathan Miller touchdown passes, this one of 42 yards. The second one came at 6:44 of the first quarter, and that one of 46 yards. The PAT attempt on both touchdowns failed. So at that time, they led this one 12-0, but then it was Lingle coming back still in the first quarter with 59 seconds left. Nolan Spears found Ned Nelson from 20 yards out. They added the Arnish PAT, and it was 7-12. And then with 6:24 to go in the second quarter, this time Spears to Bremer from 38 yards out. The Arnish PAT put Lingle on top for the first time, 14-12, but they weren't done. With 5:32 to go in the second, Nolan Spears took off on a 15-yard scamper. The touchdown followed by the Arnish PAT made it 21-12, and that is where we stand at the half. My man, Shad Bates, has some additional halftime stats and numbers for you that he will bring your way here in just a moment.
All right, yeah, just filling in the rest of the booth on the scoring summary.
There you go.
Yeah. All right, let's start with Lusk Tigers. We'll go with rushing, and West carried 5 times for 47 yards. Kupke had 2 carries for 3 yards. Smith essentially sacked, but 3 times for minus 20 yards, and then Miller had 2 runs and has minus 8 yards. Damage has been done through the air. That's the scoring summary. Smith was 3 for 7 for 43 yards. He was more than 43. He was 123. Not sure where I got 143. Matthews had 2 catches for 50 yards, and Miller had 3 catches for 73 yards. Lusk only penalized twice, and no turnovers.
You bring up an interesting point. More yardage through the air. 4 of the 5 in the first half through the air. Not typical.
Nope. Well, lots of space in 9-man.
True.
You get that 2 less people.
Fun to watch and fun to call. We hope you're enjoying the broadcast. We have some time before the second half kickoff. We're going to send it back to the studios of KGOS KERM. We will be back with second half action after this break.
I used to think that so long as I was careful, I couldn't get injured. But being sidelined with a torn ACL definitely wasn't in my plans this season. My family made an appointment for me with the providers at Memorial Hospital of Converse County. Their knowledge and care helped me heal and learn how to prevent future injuries. I found an all-star team for my health care in their orthopedic and sports medicine department, one that will keep me in great shape and suiting up. I discovered that bigger isn't always better at Memorial Hospital of Converse County.
Tired of feeling stuck? Platte Valley Bank can help keep your finances moving forward. We have checking account options to fit your lifestyle and an online account chooser to make finding the right account easy. Now is the time to grab every opportunity and enjoy the ride with Platte Valley Bank. Start today at www.pvbank.com. You belong here.
Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC.
Trust is an important thing. That's why the folks at Blodorn Lumber work hard to earn your trust each and every day. You can count on Blodorn Lumber whether it's a new home building project, a new deck, kitchen, bath remodel, or simply making a plumbing or electrical repair. They will have the right products and the professional know-how to help you. That's why they offer over 60,000 products for your home. And with that kind of choice and a little professional help, you can get the results that you're looking for with your next project. That's Blodorn Lumber in Torrington. At Platte River Family Dentistry, it's their vision that patients have the freedom to choose a lifetime of optimum dental health. It's their mission to provide progressive excellence in dental care with the ultimate in patient comfort. Dr. Marsh, Dr. Lucas, and the staff are always striving to learn the most up-to-date information, so it's clear to see that Platte River Family Dentistry is the right choice for your dental health. They appreciate your referrals and always welcome new patients. Call Platte River Family Dentistry at 532-4448.
At Points West Community Bank, we know that agriculture is more than a business. It is a way of life. With over 94 years of experience in serving Goshen County, we understand and value the ways of our local farmers and ranchers. Through the quality of banking services and lending relationships, we take the time to know our customer and learn their operation firsthand. Stop in today to meet with our friendly and experienced lending staff to discuss your agricultural business needs. We look forward to seeing you. Points West Community Bank, a new direction in banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Zumbrunn & Angus is a family-owned Angus seed stock operation located northwest of Lusk, Wyoming. They specialize in developing progressive bulls and females to help commercial and registered cattle breeders increase productivity and profitability. Zumbrunn & Angus also offers high-quality wholesale beef, further showing their efforts yield results in the pasture and on the plate. Zumbrunn & Angus is a proud supporter of Lusk activities. Visit zbangus.com to learn more.
14 County Tire in Lusk would like to wish the Lusk Tigers the best of luck this season. Remember 14 County Tire for all of your new tire needs, oil changes, tire repair, balancing, and rotation for fast and dependable service with all of your tire needs. It's County 14 Tire located at 990 South Main in Lusk. And go Tigers! Everything for the rancher but rain. Ranchers Feed and Supply in Lusk would like to thank all of their customers for your continued support. When it comes to livestock supplies, feed, ranch supplies, or clothing, Ranchers Feed and Supply is here to assist their farm and ranch friends. Muck Boots, Hubbard and Crystalix Feeds, Armstrong Steel Buildings, and much more. Ranchers Feed and Supply is here to serve Lusk and the surrounding area. We have everything for the rancher but rain. Ranchers Feed and Supply wishing all of our fine Lusk athletes the best of luck. Rough and Refined is proud to support the Lusk Tigers and wishes them the best of luck this season. Don't forget their steak dinners every Saturday night from 5 to 8. At Rough and Refined, you'll get a delicious breakfast, south of the border lunch, or choose from the sandwich menu. And new is a ham and turkey melt, Indian taco, or try their frontier fries, loaded with steak, Monterey Jack cheese, ranchero sauce, onions, sour cream, and cilantro. Go Tigers! From Rough and Refined.
Anderson Carpet is proud to have been your flooring expert for the past 44 years, honoring small-town values yet featuring a huge selection that is sure to surprise. Choose from their stock of carpet, hardwood, vinyl plank, vinyl tile, or sheet vinyl for any project. And they have the experts on hand to install them all, giving you a look you'll love for years to come. Stop in and visit today. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturdays from 9 to 1. Anderson Carpet in Lingle.
Welcome back to Lingle Fort Laramie High School. Ryan Cates, glad to have you along here at halftime. Again, 21-12, the Lingle Fort Laramie Doggers with the lead here at half. Thought we would let you know what our broadcast schedule looks like for the rest of the week. Of course, tomorrow a doubleheader for you for high school football. At 1 o'clock, it is right at Southeast in Yoder, and we'll have that for you on 98.3 KERM right here, and also on YouTube. Search KGOS Sports. You can watch that one as well. You can also watch this one live. And then later tomorrow night, the Torrington Trailblazers play host to the Burns Bronx at 7 o'clock. Grant Jones and myself will have the call on that one. That one also on our YouTube channel at KGOS Sports. And then this weekend, the Cowboys take on, I believe, Portland State, 2 o'clock kickoff, that one on Saturday. Those games on 98.3 right here. And then Sunday, the Broncos start their season, and they host the Las Vegas Raiders, 2:25 kick on that one as well. Again, at halftime here at Lingle Fort Laramie High School, the Doggers over the Tigers, 21-12. Clark and Associates scoreboard. About 3:40 left until the second half, and we'll be back with Mike McNamee and Chad Bates right after this break.
Good it feels when people really get you, like the friends who come over when a big game is on. The neighbors next door always bring your favorite buffalo dip. Your in-laws know you need silence during clutch plays, and everyone knows about your special post-win fist bump. It's kind of like having a State Farm agent like Linda Lenz. I am here to get to know you and understand your life. I can help make it easy for you to protect what's important. Get an agent that gets you and your fist bumps. Call State Farm agent Linda Lenz in Wheatland today.
Also located on Main Street in Lusk. Call 334-3803.
Torrington Vision Source is a proud radio sponsor of area athletes and the Wyoming Cowboys. We're your one source for your family's eye care needs. Eye exam, full service optical, contact lenses, eye diseases and injuries, surgical co-management. We use the latest in technology, not only in diagnosing your problem, but also in the products to fix it. Our helpful and friendly staff is just a phone call or click away. 532-4114 or TorringtonVisionSource.com, or like us on Facebook. Torrington Vision Source. Doctors Grant and Linda Jones, East M Street in Torrington.
The Niobrara County Chamber of Commerce is proud of students who participate in team sports and all other extracurricular activities. They wish the Tigers and Lady Tigers the best of luck on the gridiron and volleyball court this fall. For more information about the town of Lusk and the Chamber, go to visit lusk.weebly.com or call 307-334-2950. Go Tigers!
There's a new option in town for your new Ford car, truck, or SUV. This is Al Maloney, General Manager at Transwest Ford in Scotts Bluff. Transwest Ford would like to invite you to visit our dealership and see all the exciting changes going on. We offer new and pre-owned vehicles, a 26-bay service department, along with a large parts department and fleet commercial options too. Transwest Ford has all your automotive needs covered. Transwest Ford, located at 1515 East 20th Street in Scotts Bluff. Stop by today or visit us online at twford.com.
Before you head out on your next road trip, Ty's Pit Stop in Lingle invites you to stop in and stock up. They continue to serve the area with competitive gas prices, and they've got plenty of road trip snacks to choose from. With Coca-Cola products, along with other hot and cold beverages, snacks, fresh entrees that are always hot and ready, and even adult beverages for the weekend. Ty's Pit Stop on the corner in Lingle, locally and veteran-owned and operated.
Decker's Market in Lusk prides themselves on helping you stock the kitchen with food to nourish the whole family. With quality meat, produce, everyday ingredients, supplies, and more, Decker's Market is here to fill your grocery list. Visit their website, deckersmarket.com, and view the savings and discounts available. Decker's Market in Lusk, a proud sponsor of Lusk activities.
Our producers know that running a successful operation these days requires having reliable service and quality products. That's why you know you can trust the knowledgeable people at Westco to provide you sound agronomic advice, aerial application, bulk fuel, lubricants, propane, tires, and other essentials to keep your operation running smoothly. Our priority is helping you succeed. Call or visit your nearest Westco location today. Westco. Service, solutions, success.
Westco's your best value through and through.
Welcome back to Kirk Field at Lingle Fort Laramie High School. We are at the half. Lingle leads at 21-12 on the Clark & Associates scoreboard. We are going to go back and revisit some of our halftime stats, and the numbers are official now, and so we can, after having them audited, we can now confirm and give you those Lingle Fort Laramie stats.
Yes. Let's start with rushing. They're led in rushing by Brimmer. He had 12 carries for 71 yards. Spear had 11 carries for 20 yards, but 17 of those were negative, so really like 37, 40 yards. Brown had 2 carries for 9 yards. Spears was 7 of 8 for 116 yards. And actually, he's got more than 116. He's got 112... 154 yards. Brimmer has 4 catches for 50 yards. Nelson has 2 big catches, but he had 3 for 62. And that's it. 3 turnovers. That didn't feel good for him. They penalized only 3 times. So in this at the first half, the 2 teams combined 5 penalties. That's pretty good.
That's not bad. Yeah. We had a game last week that was similar. Very few penalties called in that one, so they're letting them play football. That's kind of nice to see. We are 90 seconds from the second half kickoff. We are going to send it back. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we will kick off the second half on CWAC Game of the Week football right here on KERM FM Torrington.
Whether
You need your garage door replaced or repaired, you can have peace of mind knowing that the job will be done right by Kevin and the other professionals at Wheatland Garage Door. Serving Eastern Wyoming for the past 7 years with over 20 years of experience, you'll get quality workmanship, warranties for new installs, and always free estimates. For residential, commercial, and industrial doors, go to wheatlandgaragedoor.com or call them today at 307-322-2200.
The Lusk State Bank brings you this edition of Local Sports. The bank has been serving Lusk in Niobrara County for 90 years and is your full-service bank for the area. With checking, business, savings, and time deposit accounts, they're able to serve all your financial needs with decisions made locally. The Lusk State Bank is involved in community activities in Niobrara County and is a proud sponsor of school activities. Stop in today and visit with the friendly staff to take care of your financial needs. Go Tigers!
Welcome back. Just in time for the second half kickoff. Arnish has it teed up. Back deep to receive for the Tigers. Looks like Nathan Miller and Ridge Kupke, I believe. Now an offsides penalty. They'll move him back 5 yards and make him do it again. That other deep back is number 24 back there. Probably the replacement for David West, who went out in the first half with a leg injury.
Yeah, Osman.
Okay, yep, I think you're right. Yep.
And I see West over on the sidelines with a wrap on his knee and no helmet in hand. So,
unfortunately, probably done for the night. Hopefully it's not anything further extended than that. So Arnish will tee it again, this time from the 35. And boot it away. Approaches and puts toe to it. Deep. Kick this time going to be fielded by Miller at the 10. Miller out over the 20 to the 25. Now around left end. Got a blocker. Steps over one. Out over the 30 to the 40. And tackled at about the 44-yard line. Miller just on cruise over there.
Yeah,
nice return.
Yeah, just opened up on the outside. The blocker he stepped over was Arnish, and he kind of went sliding foot first towards him. He had a full head of steam, Miller did.
We have a scoreboard update, and it's brought to you by the Bronco Grill House. When you're in the mood for a really good hamburger, why not go where you'll get the best burger in town? The Bronco Grill House in Torrington. They sponsor this score update. It comes from the NFL. 7-7. The Chiefs and the Lions tied in the opening quarter of that one. Big thank you to North Platte Physical Therapy. They sponsored our halftime stats, and the Bronco Grill House for sponsoring our scoreboard updates. Do we have a problem with the clock? Somebody with their lights on down here on the corner of the field, I believe.
Oh, way in the back row. They're leaving.
Yeah, we'll turn them off when we get home. They decided they wanted to listen to us broadcast the game instead of staying here and watching it.
I want to thank them for that.
Yes, vote of confidence. Certainly appreciate it.
Can we get somebody down on the foul lane to go over to that board and tell them to turn the lights off, please?
I'm not sure that we needed to mention that it was a Ford.
Is that Ryan?
I don't know. Ryan, that's not your rig down there, is it? I guess I feel like we broadcast most of the second quarter with the sun directly in our eyes. I'm not sure how that vehicle and those lights are going to impact the outcome of this one.
I would agree.
1st and 10 Tigers. One back beside Smith, and now movement up front on the defense. Doggers jump off sides. You had a couple of really good keys to the game that the teams need to focus the second half on. Share those.
Well, I think that, and they cleaned it up a little bit, but the first quarter was kind of a train wreck on the snaps for Lingle. Doggers, it was high, they were low. And this penalty is certainly going to help. Lusk needs to stay out of 4th down. If they don't have any confidence to putt when it's 4th and 15 and deep in your own territory, they just need to stay out of 4th down.
Exactly. Nice pitch and catch here. Hauled in from Smith to, I'm not sure, that was Brott over there on the left side. that hauled it in, I believe. His first reception of the night, and that is a Tiger first down into Dogger territory.
And I think from what I saw the first half, Lusk is better suited, and it probably especially if West isn't going to be in the game, passing the ball.
Yeah.
And Lingle's got to be a ground and pound.
I've been impressed with Smith. Throws a nice football. 1st and 10, Tigers in Dogger territory at the 45. One back beside Smith. Smith takes a snap, wants to throw. Throws across the middle, has a receiver. Miller again. Miller to the 20, to the 15, and brought down. Actually, he is right at the 20, but Smith to Miller, another big hook up there of 25 yards on that one.
25, yeah.
They're just catching him on a deep crossing route there.
There's lots of space. There's only 3 defensive backs. And they looked like they were kind of in some sort of cover 3 almost deep zone, and he just split the defenders.
1st and 10, clock runs here. Tigers on the move here to start the third quarter. From the 20, Smith takes the snap, going to throw again. Does so across the middle. This one overthrown. Wanted Miller again, but too high. Miller couldn't haul it in.
Matthews was open. He was cutting to the left. Smith had his eyes on Miller and didn't come off him at all.
So it will be 2nd down and 10. Tigers in Dogger territory here at the 20. Kind of wonder when Lingle will start to bring some pressure and try and put the heat on Miller or Smith. Smith from the 25 to throw again. Does so across the middle and overthrows. Had an open receiver there. That was Kupke. Smith was getting some heat there, so the pass falls incomplete, and it's now 3rd and 10.
Yeah, Van Gundy was breathing down Smith's neck, and he had to get rid of it. Threw it before he wanted to, I think.
Would have to think that if he had had a little bit more time to set his feet, that probably an easier pass for him to connect on.
Hey, I will say this. They are in 4-down territory here.
Absolutely, yeah. 3rd down, 10 for the Tigers. Smith at his own 25 to throw. Looks left, throws across the middle, has a receiver. It's caught and dropped. Bremer knocked it loose. They'll say that he never had full control of it. That was a nice defensive play there by Bremer, as it looked like Miller had made the catch.
Yeah, he made up some ground and was able to get his arm in there and jar that ball loose. Wasn't able to complete that football move, they call it.
Bremer trying to fight off some cramps down there, trying to stretch that calf muscle out. Bet you don't get him out of the game right here. 4th and 10, Tigers. Smith with one back beside him. Takes the snap, wants to throw, does so to the corner of the end zone. Incomplete. Knocked away. I'll bet that was Arnish. It was.
Yeah, good defense. Wow.
Arnish breaks up the pass intended for Rich Kupke, and the Doggers have held. They will take over on downs, 1st and 10 from their own 20. Boy, if you're the Lusk Tigers, you kind of wanted to see that one land in the end zone.
Mm-hmm.
Nice drive that stalls out in the red zone. Just underway here in the second half. 10:53 to go in the third. All passing in that series for Lusk, wasn't it?
It was.
Now we'll see if Lingle chooses to go the opposite direction. Spears will keep it himself. Will carry over the right side. A gain of 2 will bring up 2nd down and 8. Never know what you're going to hear from the student section at a game like this.
No.
Hope that wasn't something that didn't need to be picked up on that stick mic. Ball's loose. Lusk is on it. Turnover. Doggers. An errant pitch there from Spears to, I think it was intended for 24.
Yeah, it almost looked like it was snapped in between them, and they each kind of got a handout off it. Spears kind of tried to push it towards him. I think that one started on a bad snap again.
So your point on keys to the game, rear their ugly head right there. Another turnover. That is at least 3, isn't it?
I'm 4. I know A.D. Lashley thought maybe they had 4 at halftime.
Under center this time is Smith. Motioning into the backfield is Kupke. They will fake the handoff. Smith throws to the corner. Coming back on the route, unable to adjust, was Miller. Defended out there by Bremer. Bremer still down there trying to stretch that calf muscle out. I'm not sure if you're not the Lusk Tigers, you don't go right at him. He's having a horrible time with cramping there. Lingle with good pressure again that time.
Yeah, that was coming fast and hard on the pressure, and hurrying the throw was Cooper Smith. The AD went out and escorted Mr. Bremer off the field to get those worked out so they can continue to play.
Mm-hmm. 2nd and 10. This ball is right at about the 19. Smith will throw again, looks right, throws right. They're going to go right at Miller, and it's broken up, and a flag comes in.
Yeah.
Good call. Spears was face guarding him.
Yeah. And that was Nolan. Yeah, Nolan was didn't look at the ball and had his hand right on his face mask.
They're going to get you for that almost every time, so it'll be 1st and goal. Or is this a 10-yard penalty? Again, there's different levels of penalty at the different levels of football.
I think it's got to be half the distance to the goal, probably an automatic first down.
Would appear that you are spot on with that call. They'll move it to the 10, 1st and goal. Tigers from the 10.
No first down.
Interesting.
Okay.
Smith from the pistol. Takes the snap, wants to throw, looks left, flares it out. He's got a receiver. It's caught to the goal line. Touchdown.
What a great play.
It was. Great play call and great execution.
Yeah.
On the reception there for the Lusk Tigers, Gabe Federer hauls it in. The 10-yard touchdown pass with 10 minutes to go here in the third now narrows that Dogger lead 21-18 with the point after coming.
Yeah, Federer started out next to him and just flared out to his left, and no defender covered him. All they had to do was lob it over that front row.
They'll go for 2 once again. Snap back to Smith, looks across the middle, throws to the end zone, incomplete. Lusk 0 for 3 in point after attempts here, and they will continue to trail here 21-18. Let's take a 1-minute timeout. We'll be back to Lingle after this break.
Proud to help bring you this broadcast of Lusk Sports. These athletes know to play their best, good health is important, and Elliott Chiropractic can help. Chiropractic care, along with diet, exercise, and regular checkups, can help keep you moving easily for years to come. Team up with Elliott Chiropractic and be the best you that you can be. Call 307-340-1758 to schedule your Lusk appointment with Elliott Chiropractic. 307-340-1758. Go Tigers!
At Points West Community Bank, we know that agriculture is more than a business. It is a way of life. With over 94 years of experience in serving Goshen County, we understand and value the ways of our local farmers and ranchers. Through the quality of banking services and lending relationships, we take the time to know our customer and learn their operation firsthand. Stop in today to meet with our friendly and experienced lending staff to discuss your agricultural business needs. We look forward to seeing you. Points West Community Bank, a new direction in banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Points West Bank in Lingle, proud supporter of the Lingle Fort Laramie Doggers.
CWAC Game of the Week football. From Lingle Fort Laramie High School, Mike McNamee, Shad Bates, and Ryan Caith, your broadcast crew tonight.
The A-team.
The A-team, exactly. Well, now Tim Hurst is joining me tomorrow, so there are those that would argue that that's the A-team.
Okay, yeah, touche.
Yep. Miller has it teed up.
I will bow to Timmy.
Exactly. Miller's got a cannon for a leg. Drives Arnish all the way back inside the 5. Arnish out over the 15 to the 20. Going to be spun down there, and that is where Lingle will take over this drive. 1st and 10 from the 21.
Timmy was calling high school football when I was at Torrington High School, and I'm old.
There is a ton of history that Tim Hurst can and does share, and should be entertaining tomorrow.
Oh, absolutely.
There was a penalty on the return, a block in the back, so this one will be marched back inside the 10 to about the 7-yard line. So Lingle not helping themselves now. It looks like they're short personnel. You are conspicuously absent if you are not out there in a 9-man roster. Single receivers split to either side of the formation. Direct snap back to Brown. Brown trying to get outside but can't. Spun to the turf there. Kupke up to make the stop. Brown loses 5. Wow.
He had to scoop that snap up off the turf, which slowed down the development of the whole play.
Timing, once again, an issue. You would have to like your chances with lead blockers out in front of you that would include that front along with your quarterback and the other running back. Snap directly to Brown once again. A little bit better this time, actually, on the carry was Brimmer. Brimmer will get 4 of it back, but it will leave the Doggers short. 3rd and 11 here for the Doggers.
Boy, this Lusk Tiger front defensive line just going to pin their ears back here.
Little play action here would go a long ways for a screen.
Yep.
Snap back. They want to throw deep across the middle. This one going to be tipped away, and it falls incomplete. Intended for Brimmer.
That was Miller on the tip. Good play by the quarterback.
I wish we could get back to the middle of the field so I didn't have to try and look around this divider here. I never know what I'm missing.
You're going to miss a punt.
Spears will step back inside. He will stand at his own goal line here. Miller goes back deep to receive. High snap, but Spears hauls it down. Nice high end-over-end punt, fielded by Miller at the 43 and tackled almost immediately there by Brimmer.
Still limping.
Still cramping.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you, you were right. If Lusk is going to be a throwing team this second half, I really think that they're going to need to target Brimmer in the cramps.
What they might find out is Brimmer is better at 80% than some of them are at 100.
Yeah. Yeah, so, he's still moving good.
Yeah. I like the nerve of Miller on that, fielding that punt. You see it so many times. They'll watch it bounce, and then it takes a Dogger bounce, and before you know it, you're inside the 30 at the 25. But great field position here for the Tigers. From the Dogger 39, inside handoff, slow developing play there, the first running play of the second half. With the carry for the Tigers was Gabe Federer. Well, you mentioned it. You really missed David West in that running game. Kind of a dynamic that allowed them to spread the field.
Yeah, they almost become, at least it looks like in this half, one-dimensional.
That one, trying to keep the defense honest there. Slow getting out of the huddle here. They're going to have to hustle, will the Tigers. They do so. Snap back, throw across the middle. This one's caught inside the 10 to the 5. Touchdown. Nathan Miller, and a cramping Spears could not catch him.
No, and he's down.
This is going to become a big issue. They went right at Spears, and when Miller hauled it in, you could tell that Spears was physically hobbled trying to catch up with him and could not do so. The 37-yard strike from Jackson Smith to Nathan Miller, the third time tonight that they've hooked up. They'll go for two once again, leading 24-21. Snap back, throw to the corner of the end zone. It's a jump ball and tipped away. Arnish with a nice defense there to break up the point after. So with 7:42 to go in the third, Lusk back on top. 24-21. Let's take a 1-minute timeout and come back to Lingle after that break.
This is a family-owned Angus seed stock operation located northwest of Lusk, Wyoming. They specialize in developing progressive bulls and females to help commercial and registered cattle breeders increase productivity and profitability. Zumbrun & Angus also offers high-quality wholesale beef, further showing their efforts yield results in the pasture and on the plate. Zumbrun & Angus is a proud supporter of Lusk activities. Visit zbangus.com to learn more.
14 County Tire in Lusk would like to wish the Lusk Tigers the best of luck this season. Remember 14 County Tire for all of your new tire needs, oil changes, tire repair, balancing, and rotation for fast and dependable service with all of your tire needs. It's County 14 Tire located at 990 South Main in Lusk. And go Tigers!
Welcome back to Lingle Fort Laramie High School. Mike McNamee, Shad Bates, and Ryan Caith with CWAC Game of the Week action. They continue to work on Nolan Spears over here on the sideline, trying to get that cramp to relax. But boy, that is a special kind of pain when you cramp up like that, and you could see it as soon as he tried to run down Miller.
He took 2 hard steps, and the cramp hit, and he hopped on one leg out of bounds and laid down. Nothing he could do.
Miller approaches. Onside kick here, low squib kick. It's loose. They'll cover it, will the Doggers. Nice job coming up to cover that one was Colt Brown. They avert disaster there, but, boy, you talk about a game of swings here.
Yeah. You know, and Miller's last kick, it was deep.
Yes, it was.
And I would pin him back again, especially not knowing if their quarterback and their running back, how they're going to be able to move.
Spears trots back out onto the field. First and 10 Doggers from the 37. Direct snap to Brown. Brown's on the run. Cuts it up across the 40 to the 44. Brown just so quick back there.
Had some nice holes, made a couple good cuts.
He's the only one back there that isn't cramping. Gain of 7 for Brown. Second down and 3. Lusk back on top, 24-21 on the Clark & Associates scoreboard. One receiver left side, 2 to the right. Brown beside Spears. Snap back. Spears to throw. Has a receiver, but it's knocked away at the last second. Kupke comes up and knocks the ball loose.
A great play by Kupke. Hit him right when the ball got there and got his arm in, knocked that ball away.
a split second quicker, that is a pick six going the other way because Kupke had a good break on it. Third and short here, a big third down for the Doggers. Snap back, direct snap. Spears will call his own number, and he's loose. He's into the opening to the 40, the 30, the 20. Spears with one to beat, and he'll do it to the end zone. Touchdown, Nolan Spears. No cramping, no flags.
What cramping?
Yeah. Spears.
56 yards.
The big 56-yard touchdown run to put his team back on top.
He made went up the middle and just made a great cut to the outside to his right and then outran everybody, cramps and all.
Yes. Big answer there from the Doggers. Arnish on to attempt the point after. Snap, placement, kick is good. 28-24. Lingle leads it back on top here on the CNA scoreboard. We'll take a 1-minute timeout and be back to Lingle after this break.
Three Sisters Truck Stop in Manville would like to wish the Lusk Tigers the best of luck. Three Sisters is your headquarters for fuel and food. Open Tuesdays through Saturday from 7 to 7 and Sundays from 7 to 2. Stop and enjoy great hamburgers and homemade meals with large portions, whether it be breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Good luck, Tigers, from Three Sisters Truck Stop in Manville.
This is Wade Brew, Market President with Pinnacle Bank. Pinnacle Bank has been serving the lending needs of farmers, ranchers, and commercial business owners of the Wyobraska area, where we've called home for over 100 years. Let us put our resources to work for you with local decision-making from a family-owned bank. Give us a call or visit us at www.wypinnbank.com. Pinnacle Bank, Torrington and Mitchell, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Lingle Fort Laramie High School. It's been a back and forth affair. Lusk led it 12-0. Lingle scored 21 unanswered. Then Lusk came back
with 12 points.
With 12, and now Lingle has answered. Been a good one.
It's been fun. Great night for football.
Yep. Old CWAC rivals doing battle here. Haven't really decided much of anything yet. 6:48 to go in the third as Arnish puts a toe to it. Aims at left side, taken by one of the upbacks. Out of there with it, a flag flies. Nice return, but this one is coming back.
I think that's Federer. And we got a Tiger down. He's not down on the field.
Now they bring him to his feet. A block in the back will bring this one back. It happened at about the 40. So it will be Tiger football, but they're not going to have the field position that they would have had. It was a nice return by Federer. Backing him up.
Yeah, that ends up being a 20-yard penalty, 25-yard penalty from where the ball ended up and the foul occurred. Oh, no, we're going back further than that. That's a 36-yard penalty.
Yep.
Wowzer.
Must be a stiffer penalty for a block below the waist than there is for just a block in the back.
Well, and it's a spot foul, so wherever that foul occurred, they go 15 yards from there, and then the runner keeps running and the distance gets greater.
That's why that young man laid on the field and acted like he was hurt.
They didn't want to talk to the coaches.
No, exactly. Smith wants to throw, does so. He's got a receiver. It's caught. Out over the 40. Matthews on the run. Matthew to midfield where he's going to be gang tackled out of bounds. So that flips the field right there. Nice catch and run by Aiden Matthews.
A 33-yarder.
First and 10, Tigers into Dogger territory. The ball spotted at the 46-yard line. They're going to come up with some kind of a little screenplay or a draw play that's going to catch that defense trying to put the heat on Smith.
Mm-hmm. Well, that little flare that they ran
Timeout going to be called. Tigers need to talk it over. I'm not sure what happened there, but they saw something they didn't like. So with 6:32 to go in the third and Lusk leading Lingle leading 28-24, we will take a 1-minute timeout and be back after this break.
Anderson Carpet is proud to have been your flooring expert for the past 44 years, honoring small-town values yet featuring a huge selection that is sure to surprise. Choose from their stock of carpet, hardwood, vinyl plank, vinyl tile, or sheet vinyl for any project. And they have the experts on hand to install them all, giving you a look you'll love for years to come. Stop in and visit today. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturdays from 9 to 1. Anderson Carpet in Lingle.
Think about how good it feels when people really get you, like the friends who come over when a big game is on. The neighbors next door always bring your favorite buffalo dip. Your in-laws know you need silence during clutch plays, and everyone knows about your special post-win fist bump. It's kind of like having a State Farm agent like Linda Lenz. I am here to get to know you and understand your life. I can help make it easy for you to protect what's important. Get an agent that gets you and your fist bumps. Call State Farm agent Linda Lenz in Wheatland today.
Also located on Main Street in Lusk. Call 334-3803.
Almost on cue. They run try and set up a little screenplay, and it's broken up nicely. In fact, Colt Brown had a break on the football that if he can haul that in, it would have been big trouble for Lusk. Pass falls incomplete and will bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, there on the pressure was Spear, and it was Miller really didn't have too much of an opportunity Smith didn't have too much opportunity to get that ball away. Backpedaling.
Tiger football from the Dogger 46. Snap back. Miller going to call his own number. Design quarterback keeper. Pops outside. Tackled there after a short gain by Nolan Spears. And also over there, big number 66 for Lingle. Don't have that one. Who was in on the tackle? 266. Oh, okay. And Marcos Martinez. Told Marcos Martinez also in on the stop there. 3rd down. Call it 8 for the Tigers. Snap back to Smith. Wants to throw, looks across the middle, has a receiver. They battle for it, and it's knocked away. Anthony Arnish with a nice defensive play there.
He and Miller have locked horns a lot.
Yeah. That was just a good battle there.
Yeah. Yeah, good defensive play. I thought Miller had an opportunity to come up with it, and Arnish came in and broke it up. Probably going to go for it since they're all the way out here at the 44-yard line.
Yeah. They like this down and distance. 4th down.
Stay out of 4th down.
Yep, that was a problem. 2 receivers to the left. Smith takes a snap, now flushed, sets and throws, has a receiver. They jump for it, and it's caught. Hauled in at the 23-yard line. A great catch out there by guess who? Nathan Miller.
Guess who was defending?
Anthony Arnish. I almost said Jesh.
Yeah.
I hope Jesh doesn't end up out there trying to defend anyone. So a big 4th down conversion there for the Tigers. Nathan Miller and Jackson Smith have had a career night here.
Yeah, and it's whenever the ball's tossed up like that, it literally is a 50-50 ball with those two.
Yep. 1st and 10. Ball at the 22. One back beside Smith. Snap back. Smith flushed. Rolls left. Throws. This one's caught at the 10, the 5, into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
That's Miller.
I think it's Kupke, isn't it?
The 22, I believe.
He won't turn. I think you're probably right. I couldn't see. Yes, that's what the official public address is calling it. So Miller with his, is that his 4th?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, his 4th touchdown catch of the night. 4:57 to go here in the third. And the Tigers are back on top. Point after coming here. 2-point conversion. Smith, quick throw into the end zone and overthrown to Miller. So another point after conversion attempt fails here, but Lusk back on top. 30-28 on the Clark & Associates scoreboard. 4:57 to go in the third. We will take a 1-minute timeout and be back after this break.
Should be easy. At Banner Health Torrington Community Hospital, feel free to set your pace and choose your path. Torrington Community Hospital offers new technologies, in-state specialists, and the healthcare professionals you know, for a road less traveled and a familiar face along the way. Torrington Community Hospital, providing a wide scope of care, helping you make healthcare easier so that life can be better.
Are you planning a kitchen remodel but don't know where to start?
Hi, this is Dan Shields from Century Lumber. Start with semi-custom diamond cabinets and Century Lumber. Diamond cabinets offer the latest door styles and finishes at an affordable price. I can walk you through all the features and benefits and provide a free estimate and expert design. Stop in and turn that vision of your dream kitchen into a reality with the help of Century Lumber Center in Torrington.
A seesaw affair here from Lingle Fort Laramie High School. At the present, with 4:57 to go in the third, Lusk leads it. You had some astonishing numbers there that we were talking about at break.
Yeah. Lusk, Smith has 282 yards passing and 5 touchdowns. And Miller has 4 touchdowns and 180 yards receiving.
Kickoff here to the up back, going to be covered and down immediately. Doggers will take over. Yeah, we joked. Jerry Fulmer probably didn't have 280 yards of passing in a combination of any 3 seasons that he coached.
Yeah.
It's been a good one. 4:56 to go here in the third. Doggers right back out there. Double tight set here. Snap to Brown. Brown around left end. Brown on his feet, pops outside, still on the run, gallops over the 50, down to the 46. 14-yard pickup for Colt Brown and a Dogger first down.
Boy, he is shifty. Quick on his moves and just gets in and out of those cuts.
Great vision, too. Saw a nice seam there that he cut into.
Yeah. Head's on a swivel for sure.
Well, and with Brimmer maybe a little bit hobbled here, Brown able to take some of the heat off of him. Not giving much up there when they hand to Brown. Tight right formation, snap to Spears to throw. Lobs this one into the flats, has Brimmer. Brimmer will be ushered out of bounds, but not before a 12-yard pickup and another Dogger first down. Well, I think you said it right there during that last break. Whoever has the ball last in this one might be the winner.
I'm waiting for it to get tied after 2 more scores at 42, and Lusk hasn't converted one 2-point conversion or extra point attempt afterwards. And Arnish hits them all.
So far, Arnish has hit them all, yeah. 1st and 10, Doggers from the 35. Direct snap. Brown with it. Brown from left to right. Big hit there. Brown helped up off of the turf there. Gain of 2, call it 2nd and 8. Gain of 3, 2nd and 7. Clock continuing to run. This third quarter has moved rather slowly.
Lots of passing.
Yeah. Snap is on the turf. Ball's loose. They go to the turf for it. Brimmer has it. They continue to battle for it, but it will stay with Lingle. There's that errant snap again.
Yeah?
Keeps rearing its ugly head, doesn't it?
Well, so Lusk has had 1 4th down and 1 4th down conversion this half. They needed to eliminate fourth downs, and Lingle has fumbled it twice and got one of them back.
Now, a 3rd down and long here. Snap back to Spears, who wants to throw. Looks left, now goes deep. Down the sideline, wants Arnish, and he got him.
Wow.
On the sideline, outside shoulder, Arnish with an amazing catch.
It got his feet down. That was NFL style. He got both of them down.
So it'll be a goal-to-go situation here as that one from the 34-yard line.
45. Oh, no, 35.
Yeah.
38.
Gain of 30 on that pitch and catch there. Snap to Bremer. Bremer tripped in the backfield, stays on his feet, spins forward inside the 5 to the 2. Actually, all the way to the 1. A gain of 6 or 7 for Bremer. Yeah, actually, that one snapped from about the 5, didn't it?
Yeah.
So a gain of, call it 4, will bring up 2nd and goal from the 1. Crowd getting into this one. Spears with backs on either side. Direct snap to Bremer to the goal line. Touchdown, Doggers.
Pretty easy.
Yeah. Almost too easy. Loudon Bremer with his 2nd touchdown of the night. His first on the ground, a 1-yard touchdown run that comes at 2:22 to go in the 3rd. Got to patch your offensive lineman when you come out of that huddle because they blew a hole wide open on that right side. The Arnish PAT is good. So with 2:22 to go here in the 3rd, Lingle back on top, 35-30. We'll take a 1-minute timeout and be back after this break.
Everything for the rancher but rain. Ranchers Feed and Supply in Lusk would like to thank all of their customers for your continued support. When it comes to livestock supplies, feed, ranch supplies, or clothing, Ranchers Feed and Supply is here to assist their farm and ranch friends. Muck Boots, Hubbard and Crystalix Feeds, Armstrong Steel Buildings, and much more. Ranchers Feed and Supply is here to serve Lusk and the surrounding area. We have everything for the rancher but rain. Ranchers Feed and Supply wishing all of our fine Lusk athletes the best of luck.
Decker's Market in Lusk prides themselves on helping you stock the kitchen with food to nourish the whole family. With quality meat, produce, everyday ingredients, supplies, and more, Decker's Market is here to fill your grocery list. Visit their website, deckersmarket.com, and view the savings and discounts available. Decker's Market in Lusk, a proud sponsor of Lusk activities.
Once again, special thanks to all of our boosters that bring these broadcasts your way. If you have a chance to patronize those businesses, certainly seize every opportunity that you can to do so.
So I got to tell you, not only the businesses, but the fan bases everywhere I go and broadcast in the CWAC are so appreciative and thank me. At least 4 or 5 fans, random parents or fans that are in the stands.
Still means a lot to him, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Low kick here, touched, but now covered. That was dangerous as one of the upbacks touched it, and it was nearly covered by the Doggers, but it will stay with Lusk.
That was an unintentional onside kick.
Yeah, and big number 42 reached out to try and field it. Thank you. Quentin Bieri, but it bounced off of his mitt and was nearly a recovered onside kick. 1st and 10 Tigers. Trailing 35-30 on the CNA scoreboard. From their own 43. Smith with 2 backs to the right. Wants to throw. Does so. Has a receiver. Caught. Spun to the turf. After a gain of 7 is number 24. That's Osman. Nice little crossing route there. Just release Osman off of the right side there.
Absolutely.
Hit him on an underneath crossing route. Second down and 3.
I watched Miller that time, and Arnish is locked up man-to-man on Miller every time.
Yeah, he's in tight coverage there, isn't he? Now backs off. Smith wants to throw. Now he's flushed, and down he goes. Tackled back at the original line of scrimmage. A loss of 7 will make it 3rd and 10. I didn't see who got the sack.
I'm going to say Martinez.
.52, they're saying. Van Gundy.
Yep.
So the loss of 7 will make it 3rd and 10. Clock runs under a minute to go in the third. Miller splits wide right. Single receiver to the left. Smith pumps right, now comes back to his left, throws underneath under pressure. Was hit by Brott as he released, and the pass falls incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. Well, they're teeing off on him now, aren't they?
Well, yeah, and he didn't look. Miller's got 4 touchdowns and 180 yards, and he didn't look his way. It's 50-50 anytime you throw it up to him and Arnish. And
how much you want to bet he comes back at him right here? Here's a problem. They split Miller wide right. Miller on a deep route. They're actually going to try and punt this one away. And a timeout going to be taken by the Doggers.
They didn't have a punt returner back.
No. So we hadn't seen Lusk line up in punt formation since the first quarter, but they did so right there, and it forces the timeout. With 47 seconds to go in the third, we'll take a 1-minute timeout and be back after this break.
Carryout deal means you can carry out one-topping pizzas for $7.99 each when you order online or by phone. Just in case there's any confusion, we've even set up a helpful website to confirm if today is a day you can carry out one-topping pizzas for $7.99 each. Just go to howaboutoday.com to find out if Domino's carryout deal is valid today. Spoiler alert, it is. Carryout only. Ask for this offer. Availability and charges may vary. Size availability varies by crust type. Excludes XL and specialty. Your local store may charge extra for some toppings and sauces.
At Points West Community Bank, we know that agriculture is more than a business. It is a way of life. With over 94 years of experience in serving Goshen County, we understand and value the ways of our local farmers and ranchers. Through the quality of banking services and lending relationships, we take the time to know our customer and learn their operation firsthand. Stop in today to meet with our friendly and experienced lending staff to discuss your agricultural business needs. We look forward to seeing you. Points West Community Bank, a new direction in banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Points West Bank in Lingle, proud supporter of the Lingle Fort Laramie Doggers.
Nice punt here from the punter. Jackson Smith will pin Lingle back inside the 20 at about the 19-yard line. So
about a 38-yard punt.
Raising the question, why haven't they been doing that?
Yeah.
But
they essentially gave Lingle 2 touchdowns going for it deep in their end zone. They're in their own end.
They flipped the field here for sure, and it'll be 1st and 10 Doggers with 37 seconds to go in the third. It's been a busy third quarter. 5 touchdowns all total. Snap here to Bremer, still on his feet, cuts back. Now he'll be stopped, and they will blow this one dead. Nathan Miller wrapped him up. Gain of 6 will bring 2nd down and 4.
84 yards now for Bremer, getting close to that 100-yard mark.
Again, I would have to think that if you had told the Lusk coaching staff that you were going to keep Bremer to those numbers, they would have been thrilled. Lingle will let the quarter expire. We will do the same. We will go to the fourth with Lingle leading at 35-30 on the Clark & Associates scoreboard. We will have the fourth quarter for you when we come back after this 1-minute timeout.
Maggie Myers, your Torrington Edward Jones financial advisor. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Edward Jones is proud to cheer on our area teams on KGOS KERM. Call 532-3431 or visit edwardjones.com for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Elliott Chiropractic is proud to help bring you this broadcast of Lusk Sports. These athletes know to play their best, good health is important, and Elliott Chiropractic can help. Chiropractic care, along with diet, exercise, and regular checkups, can help keep you moving easily for years to come. Team up with Elliott Chiropractic and be the best you that you can be. Call 307-340-1758 to schedule your Lusk appointment with Elliott Chiropractic. 307-340-1758. Go Tigers!
Seesaw battle back and forth promises to be an entertaining fourth quarter. 5 different scores and 3 different lead changes there in the third quarter.
That's insane.
Yeah. I like your theory, and it could certainly happen. We could end up tied at 42 with 2 more scores for Lusk. The PATs have been an adventure. They are 0 for right now, and right now Lingle is perfect.
Yep. 0 for 5 and 5 for 5, which technically is the difference in the game.
Exactly. Yep, that is it. The 5 point-after touchdowns by Anthony Arnish are the difference in this one right now. So we start the fourth quarter. 2nd down and 5 from their own 30. Snap back to Brown. Brown from right to left. Cuts up inside. Flag flies. This one probably coming back, as typically a slow developing play on the edge like that results in a hold or an illegal block.
Yeah. I think it's definitely a hold.
Yep.
Tim Williams threw that thing about 35 yards. He still got it.
Still got it. Yep. I bet he could still jump up and down and yank his tie off, and he was fun to watch, Coach.
He was. He'd have some games he'd have that tie off in about 45 seconds.
Yep.
Always looked nice going in. Pre-game, Rico Suave.
He was a wreck before the first time out. So the penalty moves it back 5 yards, brings up 2nd down and 10. Spears wants to throw. Now flushed. Gets away from one, now another, and is on his feet. Will have a first down as he runs out of bounds. Nice job there by Spears. Lusk had him dead to rights in the backfield, and he escaped.
Yeah, I mean, just a good job of recognizing that everybody's covered, pulling it down, and then making something happen.
He was run out of bounds, so the clock stops at 11:24. First down, Lingle from the 34. Spears takes the snap, has it stuck on his hip, now will fall forward. Spears nearly dropped that right after he took the snap. I don't know how many times it's happening. It certainly looked like it was the case there that the wrong guy got the direct snap on that.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to Brimmer, and Spear reached out in front of him and said,
My ball.
Yeah, not today.
It was effective. Picked up 5 yards.
Spears got 97 yards.
Leading ball carrier for him, isn't he?
He is.
Yeah.
He's also got 166 through the air.
2nd and 5. Spears once again. Not much this time. In fact, he'll give a couple of them back. A loss of 1 will bring up 3rd down and 6. Nice job defensively there by the Tigers. Jackson Smith in there.
Well, I think that if Lusk is going to win this one, I think they need to get 2 more scores. And so I think this 3rd down is a pretty big down for him right now.
Not an easy one either. Lusk will probably try and bring some heat on Spears. Brimmer will be in the backfield and will take this direct snap. Brimmer around left end, and he's loose. Bremer to the 40.
Yeah, he's
One
gone.
to beat. He's gone. 20, 10, touchdown. Loudon Bremer. Call it
I'll tell you
61. Is that what you're thinking? It was from the 41, I believe, or from the 39.
61. We'll go 61. I'll tell you what, he got that snap, and the offensive line did such a good job. He was just shot like a cannon out, and nobody touched him, and nobody going to catch him.
Yeah, when he hit that edge, he was gone. Arnish on for the point after. Snap is back, but now they will blow it dead. I believe Lusk was offside, so does this change your plan? Does this put you in a position of saying, hey, let's go for 2 and try and create that little bit extra gap there?
Well, if I'm Coach Gifford, I know that in my heart I know that Lusk can't score a 2-point conversion on my defense. They haven't in 5 times, and so maybe because you're about 1.5 yards now. The whistle was, he's arguing that it should be good, but the whistle was blown before the snap and the kick. So it was a dead play.
So are they going to decline it and kick it from the same place?
Yep.
Interesting. Arnish on for the PAT. Snap placement kick is good. 42-30. Lingle now leads it by 12 with 9:46 to go in regulation. We'll take a 1-minute timeout and be back after this break.
Rough and Refined is proud to support the Lusk Tigers and wishes them the best of luck this season. Don't forget their steak dinners every Saturday night from 5 to 8. At Rough and Refined, you'll get a delicious breakfast, south of the border lunch, or choose from the sandwich menu. And new is a ham and turkey melt, Indian taco, or try their frontier fries, loaded with steak, Monterey Jack cheese, ranchero sauce, onions, sour cream, and cilantro. Go Tigers! From Rough and Refined. Heartland Embroidery on Main in Torrington is your back-to-school headquarters. Get ready for fall sports with Torrington, Southeast, and Lingle Fort Laramie caps, shirts, and hoodies. Heartland will also customize your gear with your name or jersey number. Plus, they have backpacks, scarves, stocking hats, stadium seats, and tumblers with your school logos. Support your local school this fall with gear from Heartland Embroidery.
Welcome back to Lingle Fort Laramie High School. 9:46 to go in regulation. Lingle has gone back out on top. They lead it now 42-30 on the Clark and Associates scoreboard. Arnish has been perfect in point after touchdown attempts. He got 2 of them on that one. Pooch kick here, fielded at the 25. Miller with it out over the right side. Dropped there by Spears and Brown. Miller kind of slow to get up.
He's got a lot of passing to go.
Yeah. Actually, I think that was Osman that was on the receiving end of that. Well, do you back off and prevent defense or pin your ears back and come after him?
I go after him.
Yeah.
I keep playing. You're up 12 points.
I think Lusk still has a chance to pass the football, but it's going to have to be quick. They'll throw here, and it's caught. That's Miller. Miller on the crossing route, tackled there by number 8.
That is Poston. Braden Poston.
Braden Poston with the stop. Actually, Aiden Matthews with the reception there. Into Delger territory at the 49. 1st and 10 Tigers. Matthews has been a nice addition to this football team.
He has a very quiet 109 yards receiving.
Tigers break the huddle from the 49. Single receivers either side of the formation. Snap to Miller. He wants to throw, wants it all, airs it out. It's caught. That's Miller, and he's thrown to the turf at the 10. A 39-yard reception from from Smith to Miller. Wow.
356 yards passing.
I want somebody in Lusk to go to the record books and tell me what is a single game passing yardage record at Lusk High School, because I would have to think it's in jeopardy.
220 yards individual receiving. Miller's got 220.
Yeah, there's another one that would be certainly in jeopardy.
Receiving touchdowns. I mean, there's a lot, baby.
1st and 10 from the 11. Smith to throw to the end zone. They battle over there, and it's incomplete.
Oof.
There's that same joust out there between Arnish and Miller.
Yeah, that one was pretty close. Arnish might have got there, I thought, a little bit early with his right hand.
Lots of contact, but an incomplete pass nonetheless. It will bring up 2nd down and 10 from the 11. Well, you just worry that when you become this one-dimensional,
yeah,
it's hard.
Yeah, it is.
You've got to be able to run the football at some point. Smith, with one back beside him, backs to throw again, does so into the end zone. Too far for Kupke. This one is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't think 3rd and long right here is the time to do it, but play action is not going to work. If you're not going to hand it off, roll Smith out and let him run or pass option at that point. He either takes it if it's open or then try to pass it. But you're right, they are totally one-dimensional. He's dropping straight back, and the defensive linemen for Lingle are just able to pin their ears back and take off at him.
Single receivers either side of the formation. Snap back to Smith. Avoids one tackler, now throws. This one is caught. Kupke will be run out of bounds. Got 8 and is going to leave them short. It'll be 4th and 2. 4th and 2, a long 2, short 3 here for the Tigers. With 8:25 to go in regulation. They can get a first down inside the 1. Miller splits wide right, Kupke wide left. Smith with one back beside him. Takes the snap, wants to throw, does so. Underneath pattern, it's caught.
Wow.
Touchdown. Matthews hauls it in.
Wow.
A 3-yard pitch and catch from Jackson Smith to Aiden Matthews. That will silence the crowd. And just as they have done the entire night, they'll go for 2.
Well, they scored a touchdown on a swing pass, and this 2 is really pretty important because if they score another touchdown, then they're going to have the lead.
Big one here. They have targeted Miller almost every time, but you've got a big tight end in Matthews that could help you out here. Snap back to Smith. Throws, corner of the end zone. It's caught. Miller hauled it in.
Yep.
I couldn't tell if that pass was underrun and knocked incomplete. Miller hauls it in. So now it gets interesting. Even more interesting than it was.
Uh-huh.
Lusk cuts the lead to 4. They trail 42-38 with 8:20 to go here in regulation. We'll take a 1-minute timeout and be back after this break.
Let's get financially fit. Hi, this is Katie at First State Bank in Torrington. Get your finances in shape with totally free checking. We have free online banking and an instant issued Visa debit card too. Know what else is free? When you open a checking account, you'll get a free gift, a portable massage gun. Ah, our way of saying thank you. Gain strength and balance with First State Bank, a division of Glacier Bank, your first choice in banking. Member FDIC.
The Niobrara County Chamber of Commerce is proud of students who participate in team sports and all other extracurricular activities. They wish the Tigers and Lady Tigers the best of luck on the gridiron and volleyball court this fall. For more information about the town of Lusk and the Chamber, go to visit lusk.weebly.com or call 307-334-2950. Go Tigers!
Welcome back to Lingle Fort Laramie High School. A battle here for the ages. Lingle leads at 42-38. We continue to talk during the breaks about this passing attack of the Lusk Tigers. Some impressive numbers for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So I have Matthews with 112 yards, Miller with 222, Smith with 369 passing.
The attempt on the onside kick is going to be blown dead. They will bring it back. That has been something to see here tonight, as both teams have tried it countless times. Hasn't been successful yet. So they'll move him back 5 yards and make Matthews do it again.
Lusk is going to need a stop here because Lingle's going to run the ball. They're not going to put it in the air.
And Lingle has had the ponies to do it so far. Brimmer over 100 yards, Brown not far behind him, and Spears, until the big Brimmer touchdown, was a leading ball carrier.
That was not going 10. That onside kick.
Doesn't go 10 yards. That's going to put Lingle in outstanding field position.
They'll get it where it's at the 40.
Wow. So Matthews just tried to get over the top of it and just stubbed his toe, and it went, 5 yards?
Yeah. Can you hear that music in the background? I feel like I'm at Camp Randall.
Yeah.
The fourth quarter.
Uh-huh. Bounce around. Spears with Brown beside him to his left. Power high left. Spears will keep it himself. Crosses the 40 down to about the 37. Tackled there. Miller with the stop. Gain of 3. 2nd and 7.
That'll put Spears over 100 yards.
Here come the Doggers, 2nd and 7. This time, pro formation right. Brimmer will keep it himself and not much. Tripped up quickly by Jackson Smith and Brott. Rance Brott in on the stop. No gain on 2nd down. Will bring up 3rd down and 7. This is where the botched onside kick really kills you, though, because it's 4-down territory here. And
yeah, if they do this and they're 50 yards back and just kick it off, you're sitting pretty darn good. But with that, who knows that passing attack?
3rd down, will keep it himself, and a round right in to the 15, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Nolan Spears. Spears took the direct snap and scampered 35 yards to pay dirt. That's a big one right there.
Yeah, and he did such a good job. He was really patient when he took the snap and started going. Saw a little bit of an opening on the right side of the line and just exploded through it, and then got all the way over to the sideline and cut it upfield.
So a good comment coming from our listeners in Lusk after the point after was good. I'll share that with you after we come back after this timeout. Doggers lead at 49-38. With 6:50 to go in regulation, we'll take a 1-minute timeout and be back after this break.
Truck Stop in Manville would like to wish the Lusk Tigers the best of luck. Three Sisters is your headquarters for fuel and food. Open Tuesdays through Saturday from 7 to 7 and Sundays from 7 to 2. Stop and enjoy great hamburgers and homemade meals with large portions, whether it be breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Good luck, Tigers, from Three Sisters Truck Stop in Manville.
Your farm or ranch is unique. Your insurance coverage should be too. I'm Kyle Rafferty, and at J.G. Elliott Insurance Center, we provide coverage for everything you work hard for day in and day out. We tailor coverages to meet the needs of your operation. Together, we can find the right policy to protect you from the unexpected. Give me a call at 532-2147 or drop by my office here in Torrington. J.G. Elliott Insurance, a Platte Valley company.
Welcome back to Lingle Fort Laramie High School. So the comment that came from Ryan Nelson was that this would be a separate record because of the difference between a 9-man record and an 11-man record. So a great point there, but certainly doesn't diminish the effort that Jackson Smith and Nathan Miller have put forth here tonight.
Oh, boy.
Reverse handoff here on the return. With the carry is Gabe Federer out over the 30 to the 35-yard line, and that's where Lusk will take over.
Federer got an extra 7 to 10 yards there after the handoff.
Yeah. So Lingle next week will go to Guernsey and take on the Vikings. That will be our CWAC game of the week next Friday night. Lusk, I am not sure where they are. I would think back home again, one would hope. Get a little home cooking. Tigers from the 36. How much you want to bet they go to the air here?
Yeah, I mean, he's starting to spread it out a little bit beyond Miller.
2 to the left, 1 to the right, wants to throw and does so, and this one's picked off. Arnish steps in front of Miller.
Yeah.
And
that's a pretty big pick, too.
Yep, that's a big one. You know, they've targeted him most of the night. Arnish has been up to the task for much of it, but none bigger than that play right there.
Yep, that was a great play. He just jumped the pass. It was out in front, and I think Miller had room to get there, but Arnish jumped it, got position, and secured the ball.
1st and 10 Doggers from midfield. Snap and a handoff to Bremer. Bremer from left to right. Gain of a couple, still moving his feet. Bremer still on his feet, and a gain of 15 yards after he was hit 3 yards into the run. That was impressive.
That was the most impressive yard, and we've seen run of all of this whole night, and we've seen some 60-yarders, some 30-yarders for touchdowns, but that one right there, he never stopped moving his feet and just bulldozed his way for 10 extra yards.
There were 3 defenders trying to bring him down, and then more piled on, and he still picked up 15 yards.
Last time I saw Lingle Fort Laramie Dogger running back run like that, carrying defenders, was Jeff Hawley.
Really?
Oh, man.
Well, he probably took some money from him or something.
Well, probably.
Yeah.
Leather helmets back then.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, buddy Jeff Hawley. They let him carry the football?
Once he was fullback.
I'll be darned.
I
thought he was a tight end.
I don't know. Pretty sure he carried it.
Could have been. Gain of 3 on the first down carry will bring up 2nd down and 7. Doggers content to keep this one on the ground and grind it out with an 11-point lead in the football. Snap back, handoff to Brown. Brown around left end. He's got a nice opening. Brown with a big chunk there. He'll have a first down. Call it a gain of 7 and a Lingle Fort Laramie first down.
Well, I can tell you, Brown has ran really, really hard, and if Lingle Fort Laramie gets the opportunity, it'd be nice for that to reward him for his hard work. Let him get in the end zone.
Yeah, Yeah, because he definitely deserves it. He'll be on Spears' right, Brimmer to the left. Snap back to Spears, and he'll keep it himself around left end. Still on his feet. Tripped up as he crosses the 15. A touchdown saving tackle by Brady Swisher. Spears with good speed getting around left end. Is there a flag over there? Yep, there is.
Of course there is, because I already wrote down the yardage and the stat.
Yep.
In ink.
This one's coming back. Hold on the offense. I didn't catch the signal. I don't think it was a hold. Unsportsmanlike conduct?
Yeah.
Owie. So the result of the play was a first down. It was a dead ball foul, so then they march off.
Yeah.
So it will be 1st and 10.
1st and 10 from the spotted foul. 15 yards from where where Spear got, and then they go 15 yards back from there.
So it's back out to basically the original line of scrimmage here, isn't it?
Yeah.
About the 28.
I think maybe that might have been a little chirp and talking going on.
Snap back to Brimmer. Brimmer from left to right. Cuts inside and chopped down. This time Miller, with the help of Matthews, will bring him down. Short gain will bring up 2nd down and 9.
Up down 11. Lusk needs a stop here. A pretty quick score. A successful onside kick. Or some sort of turnover right here would be just what they need.
They've actually done a nice job of turning Lingle over tonight, but Brimmer will take the inside snap, will carry forward to the 22. A gain of 4 will bring up 3rd and 4. But your plan has one flaw. The clock is becoming a large enemy in this deal.
Yes, it is. Especially, and Lingle's in no hurry whatsoever to snap the ball.
As they shouldn't be.
Correct. They'll watch the back judge, and if they're playing it right, and as soon as he starts counting it off, that final 10 seconds, then they'll snap the ball.
They'll break the huddle here with 3:39.
He's counting it off.
Yep. Snap back to Brown. Brown with blockers in front of him. Brown cuts it inside, tripped up. He was about to get that touchdown that you just talked about. A touchdown saving tackle there by Osman. Brown will give the Doggers another first down. All the way down to the 15. Looked like he was going to get it, didn't it?
It did, and then, I mean, just the shoelaces tripped him up. Stumbled forward another 2 yards, and then he went down.
3:10 to go. Single receivers split out. Direct snap to Spears. Spears going to be tripped up. Nice defensive play there by Smith. Spears with a gain of a couple will bring up 2nd down and 8.
He's at 150 yards on the ground now.
Not a bad night for your quarterback.
No. Nope, not at all.
Had the big 56-yard touchdown run in the 3rd quarter. This snap to Brimmer will be blown dead. False start on the offense. Stops the clock with 2:30 and will bring up 3rd down and, check that, 2nd and 12. Torrington at home tomorrow night, facing Burns, I believe.
Yep.
Okay. They will host the Bronx.
I think Mr. Lashley was just yelling at the clock operator to get it going.
Uh-huh. Wind that clock. 2nd and long. Snap back to Brimmer. Brimmer trying to get outside. Nice defensive pursuit. Was that Brott? I believe it was.
Yep. 52.
That freshman has had a nice game. Brimmer tackled for a loss there. And a timeout going to be taken. We'll take one with him. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. We'll come back to Lingle after this break.
This edition of Local Sports. The bank has been serving Lusk and Niobrara County for 90 years and is your full-service bank for the area. With checking, business, savings, and time deposit accounts, they're able to serve all your financial needs. With decisions made locally, the Lusk State Bank is involved in community activities in Niobrara County and is a proud sponsor of school activities. Stop in today and visit with the friendly staff to take care of your financial needs. Go Tigers!
Shopping for a used vehicle can be a scary proposition. Who can you trust? Laramie Peak Motors in Wheatland is who you can trust. At Laramie Peak Motors, they keep and purchase only the best pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Then they're subject to a full certification inspection before making them available. But that's not all. Their motto is old-fashioned service for modern times. They stand behind everything they sell. Laramie Peak Motors, I-25, exit 80 in Wheatland. Easy to get to from anywhere in southeastern Wyoming. LaramiePeakMotors.com.
Third down coming up here for the Doggers. They face 3rd and 12. Deep in Tiger territory here. Inside the 20 at the 18. Brimmer takes the snap. Trying to get outside and does so. Flag flies. Brimmer will be inside the 5, but this one is coming back. A block in the back, I would have to think.
Yeah, either that or a hold.
Out there on the edge, an infraction of some sort on the Doggers, and it's coming back. The holding penalty marched off against the Doggers.
Tigers have Saratoga at home.
Oh, good.
Yep, on the 15th.
The Panthers.
Yeah.
Come to town.
It's a long haul.
And I don't know what the Saratoga crew offers this year. Here we go, 3rd and 20. Dogger football, snap to Brimmer. Brimmer with blockers out front, gets around right in. Cuts it up inside to the 5. Touchdown, Loudon Brimmer.
28.
28 yards. Gosh, how many times have we seen that? He gets around that right end with just a really nice wall in front of him. Brimmer hits the Jets and cruises into the end zone. Well, he's had a big night tonight, hasn't he?
194 yards on 25 carries.
He could have just picked up another 2 yards and made it easy math.
Yeah, you know. Good thing I was good at that simple math.
Yeah.
It's blocked.
So Arnish's point after is blocked, but the score 55-38 in favor of the Doggers will take us to a 1-minute timeout. We'll come back to Lingle after this break.
I used to think that so long as I was careful, I couldn't get injured. But being sidelined with a torn ACL definitely wasn't in my plans this season. My family made an appointment for me with the providers at Memorial Hospital of Converse County. Their knowledge and care helped me heal and learn how to prevent future injuries. I found an all-star team for my healthcare in their orthopedic and sports medicine department, one that will keep me in great shape and suiting up. I discovered that bigger isn't always better at Memorial Hospital of Converse County.
Tired of feeling stuck? Platte Valley Bank can help keep your finances moving forward. We have checking account options to fit your lifestyle and an online account chooser to make finding the right account easy. Now is the time to grab every opportunity and enjoy the ride with Platte Valley Bank. Start today at www.pvbank.com. You belong here.
Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC.
Well, an insurance touchdown here from the Doggers. extends the lead to 55-38. A game that has been much closer than that. And that insurance touchdown there actually one that Lingle kind of needed.
Yeah, I think they did probably. I mean, Lusk has shown the ability to score in a hurry.
Boy, kick that dribbled around for a while. Nobody seemed to want to pick it up. Lingle thinks that they have it.
It was a short kick, and it slowly rolled by 2 Lusk Tigers. They wouldn't pick it up, waiting for the Miller, I think, coming out of that the deep to get it.
The scary part of that is you let a kicking team come at you with a full head of steam. Lusk kind of just standing there flat-footed.
Yeah.
They were fortunate to cover it and that nobody got smoked in the process. Minute 44. Air Smith about ready to go back to work.
369 yards unofficially.
Stands at the 15. Drops to throw. Now flush. Throws this one away. Incomplete. Will bring up second down.
You know, one thing that Lingle Fort Laramie defensive linemen are doing a nice job of is when they flush him from the pocket, they're flushing him to his left. So it's a harder throw for him across his body.
That's a good point. Yeah, because he hasn't had a chance. That's hard to throw across your body that way, and they have provided plenty of pursuit. When Smith has had the time to stand there and set his feet, he has been on point. Second and 10. Smith takes the snap. Airs this one out. Long ball down the sideline is caught by Miller.
Of course it is.
Miller going to be drugged down by Brimmer. A spectacular catch by Miller on the near sideline. Miller just continues to pile on the numbers along with Smith. A big gain there. What are you calling that one?
I got that one, 28 yards. So that puts him at 250 yards receiving. 397.
He's had a lot of big catches, but none more spectacular than that one.
No,
right
he went up. He was wedged in between 2 defenders and went out jumped him, caught it twice.
Lob pass out in the right flat, intended for Kupke, falls incomplete. Going to bring up second down and 10. 1 minute, 11 seconds to go here in regulation.
I want to see Smith get to 400 yards. He's at 397.
Tell you what, that's a special performance for a high school football player.
Oh, man.
Well, then, what's Miller at?
250. 250 on 11 catches.
Snap back to Smith. Drops to throw. Does so across the middle.
Oh, that's a good throw.
Has Miller down there, and it's broken up right at the end. Nice job of closing on that defensively by Anthony Arnish. Because it looked when that ball left Smith's hand like it was probably going to work.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and he showed us a good arm there. He put that thing 35 yards, 40 yards in the air. Tight spiral.
Third down and 10. He'll have at least 2 more shots to break that 400-yard mark. Miller to the right. Kupke splits wide left. Smith takes the snap. Looks right, now left, and he's flushed. Pump fakes, and now will tuck it and run. Will pick up a couple. Stopped there by Colt Brown. Timeout going to be called as Lusk will take a quick timeout here. With 54 seconds to go, let's keep it right here.
Yeah.
Let's do a Bronco Grillhouse scoreboard update. You guys were talking about that NFL game going on tonight, but before you update the score, We want to thank our scoreboard update sponsor, the Bronco Grill House. When you're in the mood for a really good hamburger, why not go where you'll get the best burger in town? The Bronco Grill House in Torrington, they bring you this score update. What do you have for me?
I got 20-14 in the fourth quarter with 7 minutes left. Oh, it just switched to 20-20. And so it appears to me that Lions just scored a touchdown and could possibly take a lead. They did, 21-20 at Kansas City.
I was going to say it's in Arrowhead. Oh, I'm going to be really mad. One of my backup running backs is from Detroit. He's probably having a career night.
Well, is it Montgomery? Because he's the one that scored. Yeah.
Here we go. Fourth down here. Call it 4th and 8. Twin receiver split wide right. Smith from the 48. Drops to throw. Does so. Airs it out, and this one's picked off. Loudenbrimmer with the interception, and that one will do it.
Yeah. Looked like Kupke just stopped running on that route. It was content to just get the first down, and Smith was going deep with it.
Yeah. So with 47.4 seconds left, Lingle will only have to take a knee a couple of times here. And they will go to 2-0 on the season. A timeout has been called. We'll take one with them. A 60-second timeout will bring us back to Lingle. We'll be back after this break.
Trust is an important thing. That's why the folks at Blodorn Lumber work hard to earn your trust each and every day. You can count on Blodorn Lumber whether it's a new home building project, a new deck, kitchen, bath remodel, or simply making a plumbing or electrical repair. They will have the right products and the professional know-how to help you. That's why they offer over 60,000 products for your home. And with that kind of choice and a little professional help, you can get the results that you're looking for with your next project. That's Blodorn Lumber in Torrington. At Platte River Family Dentistry, it's their vision that patients have the freedom to choose a lifetime of optimum dental health. It's their mission to provide progressive excellence in dental care with the ultimate in patient comfort. Dr. Marsh, Dr. Lucas, and the staff are always striving to learn the most up-to-date information, so it's clear to see that Platte River Family Dentistry is the right choice for your dental health. They appreciate your referrals and always welcome new patients. Call Platte River Family Dentistry at 532-4448.
One snap in the books there. Lingle will have to do it one more time. And this one will be in the books. 9 scores here in the second half. It has been a track meet. I guess that's what you can expect out of 9-man football in the state of Wyoming.
Yeah.
They'll snap it, and this one is in the books. Your final, Lingle will protect home court, home field. They will win this one 55-38 over the Lusk Tigers. Let's take a 2-minute timeout. We'll come back for end of the game stats and numbers after this break.
Bank, we know that agriculture is more than a business. It is a way of life. With over 94 years of experience in serving Goshen County, we understand and value the ways of our local farmers and ranchers. Through the quality of banking services and lending relationships, we take the time to know our customer and learn their operation firsthand. Stop in today to meet with our friendly and experienced lending staff to discuss your agricultural business needs. We look forward to seeing you. Points West Community Bank, a new direction in banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Zumbrun & Angus is a family-owned Angus seed stock operation located northwest of Lusk, Wyoming. They specialize in developing progressive bulls and females to help commercial and registered cattle breeders increase productivity and profitability. Zumbrun & Angus also offers high-quality wholesale beef, further showing their efforts yield results in the pasture and on the plate. Zumbrun & Angus is a proud supporter of Lusk activities. Visit zbangus.com to learn more.
Welcome back to the first half of our SUAC Game of the Week doubleheader. Tonight, the Lingle Fort Laramie Doggers have defeated the Lusk Tigers 55-38. The final score here, it's time for our end of the game wrap-up, and it is brought to you by number 34. The importance of mental health has never been more prevalent, especially when it comes to the youth in our area. Shad and the crew at number 34 have been serving our area youth for over 15 years. They're currently looking for a family care coordinator and a family support partner. Call 532-0134 to learn more about those employment opportunities. They sponsor our Into the Game stats. So a quick recap here of the scoring. In the third quarter, Lusk scored first. Smith to Gabe Federer on a 10-yard touchdown pass. The PAT failed. It was 18-21. Then Lusk came right back with 7:42 in the third. This time Smith to Miller. 37-yard touchdown pass. The PAT failed. It was 24-21. Lusk was back out on top. But then here came Lingle. With 6:48 to go in the third, Nolan Spears scampered in from 56 yards out. The Arnish PAT made it 28-24. Then back to Lusk. Smith to Miller once again, 22 yards out this time. The PAT failed, but Lusk led 30-28 at that time. Then it was Lingle's Loudon Bremer on a 1-yard touchdown run, followed by an Arnish PAT. They were back up 35-30. Then they extended the lead to 42-30 when Bremer scampered 61 yards to pay dirt. The Arnish PAT made it 42-30. Lusk did score one more time into the fourth period with 8:20 to go. It was Smith to Matthews this time from 3 yards out. The Smith to Miller PAT made it 42-38, but that was as close as Lusk would get. With 6:50 to go in the fourth, Spears scampered in from 35 yards out. The PAT made it 49-38, and then with 1:48 to go, it was Loudon Bremer's final touchdown of the night. A 28-yard touchdown run. The Arnish PAT failed, but that brought us to the final of 55-38. I'm going to send it over to Shad Bates for his numbers and stats. Shad, take it away.
All right. Well, thank you. I'm going to tell you what. We're going to go over Lusk first. West, who did not play the second half, and I think that was a factor, had 47 yards rushing. Kupke had 3 yards rushing. I'm not going to count up Smith's because all of his were sacks. And Miller had -8 yards rushing. Damage wasn't done on the ground for the Lusk Tigers. Smith had 397 yards on 24 attempts.
Wow.
Yeah, crazy. Matthews had 112 yards on 5 catches. Miller had 250 yards on 11 catches. Brott had 7 yards on 1 catch. 2 catches for Federer for 12 yards. A catch for Osman for 8 yards. And a catch for Kupke for 8 yards. Taking a look at the Lingle Fort Laramie Doggers. They were led on the ground by Bremer. He had 25 carries and 194 yards. Spears had 19 carries for 150 yards. And Brown, I had him for 43. And it seemed like he had more than that. But maybe they were just at opportune times and some spectacular cuts and bursts of speed. Or maybe I got those incorrect. Spears had 166 yards in the air on 10 attempts. Bremer had 62 yards on 5 catches. Nelson had 62 yards on 3 catches. And Arnish had 38 yards on 1 catch. And those are the end of the game stats brought to you by number 34.
This was a good one.
Yeah.
Fun to watch. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Don't forget, tomorrow afternoon, 1 o'clock, Tim Hurst and I will be in Yoder for Southeast hosting Wright. Next Friday night, we will travel to Guernsey as Lingle will take on the Vikings in Guernsey. Lusk next Friday night will be at home to host Saratoga. So that is going to do it for our CWAC Game of the Week broadcast, Thursday night fashion. A big thanks to Shad Bates, Ryan Caith. I'm Mike McNamee reminding you once again the final score. It was Lingle Fort Laramie 55, Lusk 38. Randy, thank you for your work back at the studios. We will send it back to the studios of KGOS, KRM. Have yourselves a great evening, everybody.